Just having a debate with a friend of mine, and we got stuck on the difference between fault and responsibility. She kept talking about how something was somebody's fault. It's somebody's fault. I was like, it don't matter whose fault it is that something is broken if it's your responsibility to fix it. Example is it's not somebody's fault if their father was an abusive alcoholic, but it's for damn sure their responsibility to figure out how they're going to deal with those traumas and try to make a life out of it. Fault if your partner cheated and ruined your marriage, but it is for damn sure your responsibility to figure out how to take that pain and how to overcome that and build a happy life for yourself. And responsibility do not go together. It sucks, but they don't. When something is somebody's fault, we want them to suffer. We want them punished. We want them to pay. It's their responsibility to fix it, but that's not how it works, especially when it's your heart. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone. As long as we're pointing the finger and stuck in whose fault something is, we're jammed and trapped into victim mode. When you're in victim mode, you are stuck in suffering. Road to power is in taking responsibility. Your heart, your life, your happiness is your responsibility and your responsibility alone.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Hey, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things.
Y'all gonna become closer with this mic.
Give me a swing that shit.
Was it a new mic?
I mean, it's not the, we recorded on this mic before, but it's not the,
Like surround sound?
I mean, it has surround sound, but
Shotgun mic, huh?
when I listen back to it, I'll be thinking, okay, we should have been closer. While the other one, you know what I mean, it just seemed like it just captured every fucking thing. It caught everything.
It did though.
So I'm just trying to be aware of, all right, niggas gotta be closer to this mic right here.
Get your mouth close to the dick.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm trying to make niggas as uncomfortable as fucking possible.
all right.
Right.
Now, how you like that?
How do I like it?
Yeah. You particularly.
Especially you particularly, Joe, I'm saying move closer because you're usually the lowest person now because usually, not that you're not loud, you be far. You're usually far.
In other words, you need to be closest to the dick.
No, you gotta be closest, D, because you're the lowest.
Oh, that sucks.
You're naturally the lowest. Joe be loud enough, he just be far, so so he sounds far.
So there you go, nigga.
He sounds like he's far. At times
you close to the dick, but you ain't you know what I'm saying? You ain't where you need to be on the dick, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
Well,
The dick is calling you, but you ain't calling it, you know what I'm saying?
that's fucked up.
This is nowhere near how I want to start this podcast. Niggas talk about being close to the dick and the dick. I mean, if you like the dick, do the dick. But I think it's more hilarious and trippy when I know these niggas don't even care about the dick.
No, none but my own.
Just mine. Just mine.
Just mine.
Well, I guess we jump into this. I had to look at what episode we on. So, welcome to... Nigga, you always be knowing.
God damn it.
Welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast, episode 45. For AlphaJoe, that's not his favorite number. For many of us in America, it isn't.
Wow, yeah.
But, this
Fuck
is
45.
this is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it Mr. Outer, you ain't gonna find me. And as usual, I'm here with my brothers.
Well, what's up? This your boy D Mac, and you can holler at me everywhere on the internet as FrenchBread_kid. And yeah, we back for 45.
Are we?
Passe wine. Man, you know what? I'm gonna say something, dog, because I'm gonna change it right now before I even get to my name. I'm thinking about changing my name to Gumbo Joe.
Gumbo Joe.
Yeah, I said it on the radio,
Disbelieve, yeah.
and I was like, it just goes up the tongue so smoothly. But you know what I'm saying? But it's still AlphaJoe.
They both roll off the
But,
tongue
right,
smoothly.
right.
Honestly, it's whatever one you want to go about on any given day, really.
Well, fuck it. It's AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, and you can find your boy on.
I like that better. AlphaJoe fresh out the gumbo. I like that
Yeah,
one
I
better,
like it
personally.
too.
Like when you
It's
put it
like
with the
grown
tagline.
up.
Yeah, you put the tag, yeah.
It was like, cause you can't say I'm Gumbo Joe fresh out with the pot.
Right.
Yeah,
Gumbo
right.
Joe fresh out the pot.
Fresh out of the shrimp. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of Gumbo. You can find me on Facebook at Joseph AlphaMan Ponds, Instagram Alexander83, and for sideA, we in this bitch.
That's we're here for sideA, and as usual on sideA, man, we get into our starter section. After that, the starter section, some quick hits of some things that's been going on the past couple of weeks, you feel me? After our starter section, which is usually light, we get into Bats, Nerd Out Moments. Where I just get the nerd out on comic books, film, TV, and the like. After Bats, Nerd Out Moment, we get into the question of the day, which is a question that might just be sparking the atmosphere at the moment. And sometimes it's from a Facebook status, sometimes it's an actual question, sometimes it's from the email if somebody hit us up on flywithbats@gmail.com. But either way it goes, it's something to spark conversation. Before we get up out here and tell y'all to switch over to side B, where you can find, or technically click over, where you can find that ETOUFEE of the day, which is where we hit our harder hitting topics, which get into like a little bit more of the heavier things. Yes. You feel me? Some thick sauce half the time, most of the time in that thing that pot that there. You hear me? So after that ETOUFEE of the day, we get into that daily dose of Murica,
which is your friendly reminder of just where you live and just who the fuck you dealing with
out here. After that daily dose,
we have that hero highlight where we take the time to shine light on someone doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Feel me? And then we be out here for the next 2 weeks, you dig? So before we get into our topics, I got to shout out all our brother and sister podcasts and people that we fuck with. First of all, the Your 30 podcast with the Arrogant Observer and Marty Edwards. The Misbelief Radio Show podcast with DC Paul and the rest of us. Right? Trilliterate podcast, We'll Figure This Out podcast, Three the Hardaway podcast, Fuck What You Heard podcast, Black Guys Next Door podcast, Metal Hand of God podcast, the Brooklyn Ladies of Therapy Noir podcast. And I think that's all the ones that...
That's it.
That sounds like it.
I mean, just a quick shout out. It's not a podcast, but I'm pretty sure it'll become soon, but it's a nice blog. I want to shout out 5 Fat Girls NOLA, I follow them. They blog is pretty cool.
Shouts out to Fat Girl Nola. If you in the food, it's a foodie website where it's all things food and recipes and reviews and such, as with the homies Jay Steele from the Misbelief Radio Show podcast. And yeah, man, I think that's all we shouting out. Y'all got anything that's been on y'all mind before we get into the starter? You know how y'all doing? What's poppin'?
Man, guess what? So I be watching Love and Hip Hop and shit, right?
Yeah,
but
you do.
I didn't jump on the reality tip when it was hot, when it was really popping, when it was really reality TV.
So you went back and watched Real World or something?
Listen, I did. It wasn't Real World though. I went back.
You said it before,
right? That's what it sounded like he about to say.
I went back and watched Jersey Shore.
Oh, that's not that far back. That's far back.
It's far, but the thing is, I feel like
I feel old now because Real World came out when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So when you talk about reality show first coming out, that was like Real World was the true first
broke the mold.
remnants of that type of storytelling on television. So that's always going to my mind. We say going back. Then you say Jersey Shore, and then I'm like, that's not old. But then I gotta remember Jersey Shore is like 15 years at this point in
seasons
time.
in the game.
Yeah, like it's technically it's over a decade old. So even though I was older when it dropped, I gotta give respect to the decade. It's like that. It's like that meme that. It's like that meme that say I still feel like 30 years ago was the 1970s. Agreed. But what you saying, Joe?
But it's like when I'm watching it, it's the last. It's the last era where they let reality TV let them really live in reality.
Where it didn't feel as scripted.
Yeah, it didn't feel scripted.
Because it feels.
It feels hella scripted. So anytime you wake up out of the bed early in the morning with full blown makeup, it's like, all right,
they do be made the fuck up.
They be made the fuck up so they wake up early in the morning.
Like, how did you do that?
But see, when they wake up on Jersey Shore, especially after fucking in a night of drinking and shit like that and getting kicked out the club, bro, they be looking like they just woke up. Like, they have no makeup. Like, I don't know. And then...
Real World was way realer than that.
Real World,
crusty, dusty.
I watched Real World, but I remember, like, the joke they used about Real World is about that always that one black guy that's snapping out because he be in there with all the white people.
It depends, because some of them black, there's just one black dude in particular that was super laid back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Type.
I think they had to recast him because he was just too cool. But like, he was like, man, look, I ain't with the shits.
I'm saying, you a few under me, so Real World, you was stupid young.
I was stupid young,
popping, so I wouldn't expect, you know what I mean?
But I remember catching all them bitches like throughout, because I remember, I didn't watch
MTV will replay that shit.
Yeah, I remember watching Real World, all the way till they got to Real World 7. But Jersey Shore, something about them though, especially. It's not even like I
just didn't get into them.
I know, watching them fucking Guidos.
Guidos, I don't know if that was racist, but continue.
That's what they call themselves.
I know it's what they call themselves, but we call ourselves niggas all the time. If a Guido call me a nigga, we got problems.
That is a racial derogatory slur.
Man, the fucking Guidos.
Oh, God.
The fucking Guidos. Alright. Look, I ain't calling them guineas. All right.
Oh God, then you gonna just drop it anyway though.
Jesus Christ.
They fucking Guidos. But like when I watch them dudes, they be like when he went to there was Sicily and Vinny went to meet his family, it felt like they were really into a fucking mafia family. Like they was eating meatballs all in the old country and shit. I was like, this is the reality TV I like. I like seeing like when Snooki gets kicked out with her friend Dina, they got this thing called meatballs. So it's like getting kicked out of the club, meatball problems. I was like, where was I with this?
But if I remember right now, but Jersey Shore was fucking scripted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand. Like, you prefaced this, but then I started remembering the era of Jersey Shore. That's kind of when scripted shit started, honestly.
Nah, it started off some other shit. It started really with it started with Flavor of Love, son.
But Jersey Shore came after Flavor of Love, and I'm saying once shit got scripted, shit got scripted. Because I'm telling you, when you watch Real World, son, that shit it seems so fucking natural. It's like, goddamn.
Real World and Surreal Life. You know what I'm saying? Those
that came later than Real World, but Surreal Life was trippy. But Surreal Life was trippy. It was
very
definitely
trippy. This nigga was old heads, nails on going through some shit.
Yeah, it was.
But like, I don't know. I don't know. Some of that shit in Jersey Shore you just can't script like that shit. Like,
I mean, some things in all these shows you just can't script. But what I'm saying is, Jersey Shore cannot be stated as the epitome of when shit wasn't scripted.
I know. I ain't say it's the epitome when it was. It's the epitome of when it like the ending of it and when it became more scripted. Like this was the last era. Last of his Mohicans, you know what I'm saying? It was like Jersey Shore, and after that, it's like, oh man, anything after Jersey Shore, it's like fucking a television show.
I think you just like Jersey Shore because I remember in Jersey Shore that bitch. But I know it wasn't as scripted as things are today. But like, there's certain elements of it. I remember people calling out like, "Come on." But I know what you're saying. It's not as bad as today. I give you that much for real.
No, it's way not bad as today because like it's like so we're chilling at the club and I pop something out of nowhere and it's like yeah I heard it on social media so I thought I'll pop on up. Bitch, no.
But they were all scripted to a degree. Like, if I remember...
And they also live with each other, too. The thing with Love and Hip Hop, them niggas, like, that makes it scripted is how they interact. The fact that they live with each other, their interactions were so much more realer.
But what I'm trying to say is, no, you're right. But what I'm trying to just add on to it is the fact of, like, I think if I remember it right, they are like, your reactions aren't scripted, but they'll put you in situations. Like, sometimes they'll script the situation and then see what the fuck you do.
Yeah, and just be like, just play it out.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That is true. They definitely script them in a situation to see what they would do. Which, I think that's a real world thing, too, because they will put them in situations.
And I mean, I think that's still a thing today with today's scripted television. But I feel like today's scripted television, reality television, I should say even more so with their scripts, I feel like them niggas be knowing what they about to get into.
They already make a story instead of letting the story make itself.
Make itself. Because I'm like, if I don't tell a nigga he gonna be thrown in this situation, but me as a producer know what I'm about to throw these niggas into, it's still scripted, but it's still
right.
It's still that crash TV you want to see.
Right.
But these niggas already know.
Right, son, it just seemed too fake. And none of that, they confessionals. Like, on the Jersey Shore confessionals, it seemed just more genuine. On the confessionals, it's a lot more, yo, man, some with their hands all out and loving hip-hop and all that other shit.
But you gotta go into the context, too, of the fact of Love and Hip-Hop is now known to make stars. True. So the people that go...
Well, they either make stars or rebirth your stardom.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, a Love and Hip-Hop can put you on... Yeah. Now, like, when niggas went into Jersey Shore and shit, they weren't thinking, oh, this is gonna make me a star.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't probably think to themselves, let me make this over-the-top character, or let me be a certain way, because, you know, I'm hoping that I get a fan base. They didn't want to think about all that shit.
But I think Jersey Shore was the platform to be like, dog, the next time we create another reality show, all them niggas gotta be over the top. Because Jersey Shore, them niggas was all over the top, but they were just who they were. Like, they just found... And some of them were more not over top, they chill. But
I feel like I can't say that there are different companies, and I was about to just say on top of it is I feel like Jersey Shore and one of those Love and Hip Hops or Love and Housewives shows was out around that time. I think they kind of started around the same time.
No, they didn't start around the same time, but they definitely like met with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because Love and Hip Hop, the first one came out in New York. Jersey Shore was out before them.
Like Jersey Shore started in 2009 and went to 2012.
All right, let's see when Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop might have started by then.
I'm about to say, I feel like it did because I know I was out of high school when they started. When Love and Hip Hop first started, I was watching that shit by Coop because we gave it a shot. You didn't know what it was. It was new first time with some black shit.
Jim Jones and shit, yeah.
You hear me? It was that and Basketball Wives. I think Basketball Wives came out before Love and Hip Hop though. Year though, nigga.
When the fuck did Flavor of Love come out?
Oh man, I think I was still in high school when that came out. I'm not sure. I might have been in my freshman year if nothing else.
Cause that right there, like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't even the fact that it was, cause you said, like, when you said it was two different networks, maybe it was cause it was VH1 versus MTV.
VH1 versus MTV. and they're owned by the same parent company, but their writers and how they do things is still gonna be, you know, how they do things.
Especially in 2012, things are still a lot more separate of what MTV is and what VH1 is.
So Georgia Shore they started 09. Come on, Love and Hip Hop. When season 1 started up there, and niggas don't even be watching reality TV. I can't believe we've devoted this much time to reality
I'm like,
TV
y'all know
talk.
way more than me. I was not into these shits like hardly at all, son. Like,
Well, I like to keep abreast of a lot of shit when it comes to this entertainment
I was
shit.
just by Rajay.
All right, so episode 1 of Love and Hip Hop came out in 11.
Okay.
All right, so let's see when Basketball Wives came out.
Sorry, so yeah.
The first Basketball Wives. Damn, they got a lot of fucking seasons.
I feel like Basketball Wives came out in like 10, maybe 10, 11. Same, not too much far away.
I don't think it was far away either. 09 for Jersey Shore, 11 for that, 10. So it's like this all the same year though. Like, cause it's all, to me, it's all the same shit because I can't say that Jersey Shore influenced either one of these shows because Jersey Shore was still going on, like, you know what I mean?
And then I think MTV was on the stride of hitting a lot of reality TV shows because they had like 3 or 4 different kinds. Like you had Unplugged.
MTV gonna do their own thing because it's almost like they started this reality TV show shit.
Because they also got the one with the babies, sweet, pregnant at 16.
They got all that Sweet 16 and then 16 and pregnant. But then you throw on top of that,
16, I remember that shit.
The way that VH1 does reality shows is different from the way that MTV does them. Because VH1 got popping with Surreal Life. And then it's
Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love. And it was really mainly dating shows for a while. Like, I Love New York. You know, all them dating shows and that was their version of reality TV. While MTV was like, no, nigga, y'all gonna live together and go through some shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna film the house.
Life.
And they had the games. And MTV had the games. Because they had Real World and Road Rules. Road Rules was crazy.
I like Road Rules.
Yeah, Road Rules. And then I remember they gave fucking, what's that boy, Brandy brother. Gave
Ray J had a show. He Ray J
he had a show.
He had a show.
And then he hosted his own game thing too.
Now, I often wondered what was the real deal in those dating shows. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how much of that was scripted?
How many of y'all fuck Flavor Flav is what I want to know.
Etc. Like, how much fucking was going on? Like,
pretty sure tons.
I know I am pretty sure tons. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? I want to know how much does the studio have to do with what happens? And how much
your own personal agenda of how you trying to be a star?
Yeah, the people,
I feel like
you know what I mean?
New York, she was fucking Flavor Flav to get to the top.
Maybe so, most likely so. And then you throw in, okay, if you're the star of the show, okay, what have you been told is this? You know what I mean? I've often wondered, like, what's the mechanisms of the dating version of this? Because most of the times the motherfuckers break up, but every now and then I think, who somebody shit worked out. Bachelor bit off everybody, man. Now Bachelor bit off Bachelor bit. I feel like Flavor of Love put all that shit on as far as the dating shit go, as far as in a new era. Cause like who was doing a dating show reality TV style? Like and like who
I can't think of none that was doing it.
I really feel like they started that shit, Flavor of Love. Not started it because they most likely had something similar like the game shows and stuff of the years past. But I mean, you know, and for the modern age. The badge. I don't give a fuck. We're not about to look this up. Like, I don't want to look this up for a second. I'm like, wait, I don't really care, nigga. Fuck all that.
The Bachelor.
Nigga, I've never seen it either.
Right,
so we about to look up when this came out. Like, if we like fuck this. Let's get into our starter section. What's going on? You got something on the mind? Something to run it about?
No, dog. I was just fucking listening to y'all talk about these fucking reality shows. I'm like, damn, like they really know a lot about these bitches, son. Like.
Because niggas be fighting.
I only caught like maybe a couple of episodes of I Love New York.
We were just talking about the schematics though, because we ain't really getting the storylines, because I don't know a lot.
I know a
that nigga be watching.
I know a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, I know schematics in the motherfucker, but like I don't know stories. I don't know names.
I know all that.
I get that from him. He tell me all that shit. I don't know nothing about none of these niggas. As a matter of fact, damn.
I love Real Housewives of Atlanta. But the thing is, I only watch the good ones. I don't watch all seasons of everything because they got Real Housewives of everywhere else. I don't watch that. I just watch the one in Atlanta.
It's my nigga. Your foundation was fucked when you said when we were talking about reality TV and you said I watch the good ones. No such thing. Let's get that started section, man.
Lying about how much you had made, rumors and shit that you handmade. Would you buy this if I sold that? Hey, what the hell is my soul at? The American need for American green is America's greed. That's the American dream. Black America too busy chasing white American dreams. When we sleep, so let's everybody eat and repeat. Where the fuck the cheese? Where the mozzarella?
So first up, shouts out to Lil Wayne. My nigga said, fuck the Grammys. I'm going to the porn star awards.
Solid move. Solid move.
and performed.
I mean,
with some porn stars and kick it at the AVNs. I'm like,
Solid.
hey.
dedication 6.
Solid, son.
I'm like, my nigga, if you know you ain't nominated, you ain't gonna win nothing, and you done this Grammy thing. He been in this music game since he was 12.
Yeah,
nigga.
dog.
Like,
Come on now.
You heard me? Like,
I'm pretty sure he missing this Grammy, and it ain't the first Grammy he done missed.
right. My nigga said, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna chill some porn stars, and we gonna, I know him very well.
Right. Like I know all of them. So
You heard me?
We're gonna do a concert. You know what I thought you was gonna shout out? Who else decided not to go to the Grammys but went somewhere else?
Who that?
Designer.
Oh, did he?
He
He went to the Royal Rumble. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
It's the Royal Rumble instead of going to the Grammys.
I didn't even watch Royal Rumble. I'm slipping.
That
but,
nigga look crazy as fuck on the camera. Put your eyes wide as the fuck. Like,
Nah,
that nigga in there, huh?
Designer didn't achieve as much, but Designer is definitely whatever. What year did he come out?
I think
2016?
Couple, yeah.
16.
I would say 15 or 16.
16.
Yeah.
Well, whichever one. Let's say 16. Designer was a Cardi B of 2016.
Oh yeah.
When you watched him, he seemed like he was having so much fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through every interview,
That's
every
what I like
video.
about him.
I know that's what made him likable.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, my nigga, I don't know what the fuck you saying
You
half the
ain't
time.
saying nothing.
But
But
see,
you are having fun.
and
You are
you're-
enjoying yourself right now.
and your joy is infectious, dog. I
Yeah.
can't say nothing negative about you because you a nigga that got on and you showing me how happy I would be if I got
Right,
Got on.
exactly.
Hey, dog,
dog.
Designer a
Like,
street nigga for real.
Yeah.
Like, shot and all that, do the hustle thing.
and he forgoed all that shit for Black Boy Joy because it's all I see out that nigga.
Oh boy. Gang.
Just sound effects and smiles,
Yeah,
nigga. That's
all
what
it is.
Designer is on.
Onomatopoeias and shit.
So like, yeah,
I don't
dog.
care.
Now I didn't hear that new that D6, but everybody tell me that bitch pop.
Ooh, that bitch is disgusting, nigga.
Yeah, man.
I love it, son. That nigga is dropping bars.
Shouts out to Lou Lewis trying to tell me Wayne can't spit no more.
Wayne said, what?
You know what I mean? That was before this. That's before this drop. We had this thing on a misbelief because he brought up how he felt like Wayne was washed up, and I'm like, wait, Wayne.
Listen, son, when you great, there's no such thing.
Once you hit legend status and once you've achieved legend status, anything you do after you legend status don't even motherfucking matter,
Mark,
honestly.
Mark, we
You've
all-
already achieved it.
But
You're
Mark-
there. Like when people try to talk about Eminem last album, it don't matter. He's
Right.
already
He's
a
already
legend.
a legend.
I don't give a fuck no more.
He's
What you
trying
saying?
out new art.
And not even just a legend. Not a legend. Keep your thought. I don't want to cut you off, but not a legend just because you're old and we remember your shit. No, I mean you are top 10 or top 20 or whatever. You
Right.
definitely in the top echelon is what I'm
Like,
talking about.
you've
there.
had
If
impact.
you
Right.
impact, right? But what you saying, Joe?
Not only that, but like let's take like longevity and legendary status out of it. Once you are a spitter, you'll always be a spitter. Cause
Especially once you respect it.
right, respect the spitter like Joe Budden will never probably come out with another album and actually is a one hit wonder. But you can't never say he's not a spitter.
He's a spitter.
You will always give him some face.
Lupe too. Spitter.
Lupe, spitter.
You know what I mean? So
Twister,
like,
who I feel like should get a lot more shine, spitter.
but the
And
thing
he got new
is,
shit out too. It's dope.
I know he had new shit out, but like the thing is, like, you know what I mean? He was trying to say because you know a lot of niggas, you know, the new niggas is doing their thing. But my thing is, Wayne ain't competing with the new niggas.
He behind the new niggas.
Right? There's a certain level that you get to when you're not in competition anymore. You're solidified.
And if you hit that D6, you gonna fucking stand
But-
on that shit even more.
And that's the
dog.
thing I'm saying on all of it, dog, because the thing about it, when you solidified, you can put out 3 whack things. You are always capable because your resume has already proved it. You hear me? So you can say Wayne washed up, he might not be going hard on all his features and shit, but any given time, he could drop what y'all saying, a D6 on your bitch ass because he's Wayne. Like Jigga. Jigga
Man.
dropped 444. His 2 albums, 4444 was like cool.
Yeah, like, you know,
what I mean?
it
That was
wasn't-
cool.
yeah.
And people could have said then, oh, Jay-Z washed up. No, Jay-Z's Jay-Z. He's always going to beat Jay-Z.
Right. All
So
this has to
at any
experience
point in
and travel,
time,
dog.
444 comes. So it's always one. Eminem in 2 years might drop a classic. Who
right,
knows?
and just be
Who
like,
knows, dog?
like, fuck all of y'all.
Always
Watch
capable.
yourself.
What you saying?
Just like, well, Jay-Z, all these guys, you know what I'm saying, are artists. So they might try something different that you might not like. You know what I'm saying?
Right, might
Doesn't
not
mean
be
that they're
okay.
washed up. Because if their record proves itself, they'll never be washed up.
I mean,
You know,
I don't think legends can't get washed up unless there's only way I'm gonna call you washed up as a legend is if you're trying to actively compete with these young niggas to the
like
point
that
that
time
you
KRS called out Nelly.
like. Why are you
Like,
calling
come
out
on, KRS, you're a
Nelly?
legend. You don't need to be doing
You
this.
don't gotta go down
Yeah.
to Nelly. You're fucking KRS
Right.
one.
Right.
You straight, nigga. Let that little nigga do him. Lil Wayne ain't gonna send like how Kodak Black was coming at Wayne. Wayne knew he
Like,
was above
what-
that nigga.
Like, what are you doing?
So
that
above
for?
them, that they did a hit song together.
The only reason Wayne even mentioned Young Thug is because Young Thug was being egregious during the time
Yeah.
that him and Baby was beef. It was so personal. There's like, I'm not a man if I don't say something.
It's like my
you try to
nigga.
take the
It's
name
like
of my
nigga.
You said you was gonna drop the Carter 5.
You gotta.
You were gonna call your album the Carter 5, bitch.
Say son,
Gotta
if me and my
acknowledge
daddy talking and you ain't family, don't say nothing. It's between me and my daddy.
Right, but
You know
you
what I'm
acting
saying?
like that he your daddy now, and you trying to become me, and it's a little different. But Wayne honestly never said nothing about Young Thug, but I understand why he did. You feel me? By the point, nigga, you ain't gotta fucking worry about these niggas.
Nah.
Straight up and
Jay-Z ain't worry
down.
about these niggas.
Jigga,
Hell, Nas ain't
Nas,
worry about these niggas.
none of these niggas, Kanye, nigga, T.I., and
Bun
when
B.
you get to a certain level, Blunt, you don't gotta worry about these niggas. Unless that nigga gets so egregious to the fact, to the point that you gotta son him. Cause I thought,
Cause that's what Jay-Z did Drake. And then you gotta be a Drake type of nigga to get son. Nigga ain't
and
about to son
Jay-Z
on
still
anybody.
didn't say his name because Jay-Z said you ain't even worth the fucking bar to give you the pub to make this a big deal. You know what it is. You guess how you can tell when Common came at Drake, it was about pussy. It was about pussy. He was mad because Drake was fucking Serena and Common was on Serena and they had their little issues or whatever. Because honestly, Common, what you saying something about Drake for something? Like if it's not about
it,
it,
was so
like,
unexpected.
it was rando, dog.
Yeah, it's like, son, why you doing this, Common?
It's like, why?
What are you doing? Son?
What are you
Are
doing?
your eyes still brown, girl? That's you, nigga.
But the
I
thing
see
is-
you, and you like, dog.
I said Common murdered
you come
niggas
hard.
in the mid-90s.
You used to come at Cuban shit.
Yeah, he beefed with Cube and came at Cube, and that was
But-
the most. He got Cube at the time when niggas didn't think anybody could get Cube because he fresh off of murdering NWA and them.
At the same time, though, after you made your eyes still green, girl, that nigga need to like chill out. Like, dog, you didn't win. You're an artist, my nigga. You didn't surpass battle rap and everything. Like, but you know, I guess that's that energy of old school hip hop that makes you feel that like you gotta come aggressive. Still gotta let niggas know, nigga, I bite and I bark and I kill.
They got certain woke niggas.
But I expect it from DMX.
They got certain woke niggas I wouldn't fight though. They got certain woke niggas I could feel like behind your poetry you got hands. And I feel like Common is one of them, dog.
Yeah.
I feel like Common got dogs,
Common
bro.
got hands.
I feel like I feel like that
Common
Chicago
out here,
nigga got them dogs. You
Common out
feel
here,
me?
dog.
He ain't no
Never.
hoe.
Never.
He ain't no
Never.
hoe.
Don't let
I do
that
not
nigga
pay
get that
him.
West Side Story.
You hear me? He pulled Angela Ride, dog. Much props to him, son.
Word.
But moving to, I don't know how to
I don't know why we ended up with that, but I guess you gotta be a real nigga to pull Angela Ride.
I mean, nigga, hey, so we were with Lil Wayne with Paul Stars and Common and Angela Ride, but hey, dog, it's all,
What a timeline.
It was all respect, dog. How y'all feeling about this Martin reboot that's apparently happening no matter what?
I'm here for it. I'll check it out.
Tisha Campbell says she back for it. They just dropped this picture recently of Martin getting kissed on the cheek by both Pam and Gina to show that there's, you know,
They all
this
cool
is
and the
peace.
lawsuit worked
Yeah.
out fine.
You hear me?
I'm here
Tisha
for
came.
it.
She said, "I can't tell you. It's been an honor to be Gina all these years, so I can't tell you guys anything. But it's very exciting." Is what she said recently. She said she back, nigga.
It's gonna get watched.
It's gonna be weird without Tommy. And
Yeah.
They gotta mention that. They gotta mention Tommy
figure
somewhere
something
in this.
out.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
thing is, because me and AlphaJoe was talking about this shit the other day off mic, or how we would like to see a reboot of Martin in a different type of way. And the way we were saying was basically, dog, it would be really cool if they didn't try to recreate the old atmosphere and the old friendships
The
and
old
shit.
cast and
The
all
old
that.
cast.
Don't do
You ain't
that.
got to do
Don't
all
try
that,
that.
man. It would have been, but they're gonna do that. That's what they're doing. They're bringing back the entire old cast, and they about to make a show based off the old cast. But what me and Joe was saying was, man, it'll be really tight if they had, like, let's say Martin went back to Detroit. That's where he's from, right? Was he? What was
Yeah,
that? That was
he's
in
from
Detroit?
Detroit.
Yeah. So like Martin went back to Detroit, and let's say he bought out his old building. He was a landlord or some shit. But like,
The TV show went big, you know what I'm saying?
you know what I mean, or something. Yeah, something went big. He balled, and now him and Gina came back. But it'll be cool if he only popped up every now and then
As
but-
Martin Payne.
As Martin Payne every now and then, and the main characters would be a new cast of like a new hot comedian that could get some shine right now, and his girl and hey friends, and it could be cool if they was like had a cool dynamic modern time. But since they're still staying in that same building, Martin's other characters would pop up and interact with them as well. So an older Shenanigans that still lived there, an older Jerome that still pop up and fuck with niggas, like, you know what I mean? All his old, so that's how you still see Martin in his own show, but he ain't Martin Payne. But so every now and then, and even Gina and Pam could come through. You know, I'm missing that, but I think it would be cool to you paying homage to the show
Yeah, you can
without
even give
without trying to redo the show.
You can even give Gina and
that
Pam
would be
different characters to play with as well.
Besides, but they
Yeah,
still have,
besides
but there's
themselves.
still Gina and Pam
Yeah,
too.
it's still Gina and Pam.
Yeah. It'd just be fun. You know what I
You know
mean?
what I'm saying?
But no, I think that'd be too much because we still got to we'd have to establish these new people. Because the thing is this: the other side of that is these new people got a big fucking thing.
They got a hold, so
they got to uphold, and the only way they have to
the
work.
uphold would be Martin Payne to take that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
role of like.
and technically it would have to be Martin Payne's son because the show still got to be called Martin. So that's the
Nah,
only.
it don't have to be Martin Payne's son, but the nigga got to be named Martin. He's got to be named Martin.
But how random would that be that it just so happens that like a Martin moved into Martin's old apartment building in his apartment?
That
I mean, years have passed, so it's not impossible. It's like 20 years have passed, so it's not impossible. But I just feel like it'd be one of those things. It's like, wait, a nigga named Martin moved in Martin's spot and Martin fucking with him. I'm not against it, but I can understand. I can see people criticize it. That's what I'm trying to say at the very least.
I don't see it being Martin's son because why would he move in that building when Martin's rich?
He could, but what if he hooked him up? Or what if he had him be like in like the penthouse spot? Or what if Martin owned the building, but his son got to be the landlord of the spot? But we still deal with what the son dealing with, but the son got to deal with other people, and that's why he would have to deal with these other derivatives of Martin, because he's a landlord and they keep on fucking with him because he got to keep the building together for his pa. And that could make it so we wouldn't see Martin much because he's not the landlord, he's the owner. So the owner ain't got to be showing up all the time. He got a nigga, his son, who he's trusting to hold the shit down and not fuck up our investment. That would be like, from that level of it, I think it'll be cool.
You know what else I think it'll be cool if it's in that level? It'll give Martin another role to play besides the funny Martin Payne he was on the thing.
He got to be the elder statesman.
He got to be a father. Mm-hmm. He has to talk. He has to kind of sit
the businessman.
He has to be really more of
a
serious character.
He got to be Lawrence Fishburne on Blackish.
Yeah.
I
thought you were about to say something.
No. I totally agree with that. That's the only way that I could like see it being nice and clean.
I mean, but that's how we would do it. Now, I'm not like, because the thing is when they said they was having a Martin reboot, I'm not gonna lie, dog. I wasn't excited, but I wasn't against it. It was like,
I want to see what's gonna happen.
It wasn't even to that degree, but now I'm to that degree. You know what I mean? Like when I first heard it, it was like, okay.
When I first heard it, I was like, son, I'm still laughing off the old episodes.
They still rock. They still funny.
I'm trying to get the full set DVD collection.
But it's just so heartbreaking when you know a show didn't get to come to its natural ending storyline wise, like the
the Wayans brothers,
right? But even with the Wayans, yes,
they even have an ending.
They just got canceled, right? And with this show, they had an ending, but it wouldn't have ended that way if the problems Offset didn't happen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's cool that I guess this is like some type of like what's the word I'm trying to look for? Reconciliation, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But that's in the same vein of like when you like getting over something.
Reconnect.
Not reconnect.
No, you said you can get over.
Like when you're working through problems, you're getting over a healing process. But it was like an R word. I can't think of it. Rehabilitation.
Resolution, the closure of it.
Closure. Maybe some good rehabilitation. Not rehabilitation, but maybe some good closure. Maybe some good healing for them to be able to get on set again, vibe, and like let the legacy of Martin go out on a more positive note than it did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Rehabilitate their relationship.
You know what I mean? And his reputation. So,
but I want to know, because the thing is, they got to be some new characters. So I want to know, like I don't know, because
it sounded like he gonna use a lot of his old characters again because they talking about Jerome already confirmed to be in it. So we shall see. How you feel? Okay, we gonna switch gears a little bit to you, the sports nigga, dog. LeBron James talking to the rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor that he's talking to the Golden State, huh?
Number one, Golden State don't have enough money for that. I'm gonna let you know right now. You have an all-star team on your team with 5 players. I'm
gonna go on record to say I think it's a lie, but continue.
All 4 players are superstars. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna add LeBron James. That would not happen. Mm-hmm. The NBA, I don't think won't even allow that to happen.
According to the rumor is they would have to sign off and get some master there's some term.
It'll have to be a max deal out.
That's what it was. That was something like that. That's what it was.
But like he's gonna have to take their whole max. Basically, if LeBron came over there,
ain't nobody getting paid. Like, raise what?
No more players. We're just getting LeBron James, and we can't get no draft picks.
No draft. Nothing. No raises.
We got to kind of pay some of y'all a little bit less now because LeBron is LeBron. Because the thing is, they built that squad basically to defeat LeBron.
And why would you sign LeBron if you're already showing that you could beat LeBron?
Now I'll tell you this right now, and the thing is, who knows? You might not be able to. I think right now the team needs to gel a bit more because they got an amazing squad on the Cavaliers team right now. They just got to gel a bit more. But LeBron. I'm going to go out on a straight thing and tell you it's the fact that LeBron is not going to the Warriors.
I don't know.
He's too much of a powerhouse to not want to beat the next powerhouse.
like I said, I don't think after all that controversy he went through for going to fucking Miami,
Right.
I just don't see him taking that lick. He got rings. He already showed that he can get rings with the team he got. You know what I mean? It's always a fight. But I just couldn't see him legitimately doing that to his image, his legacy, his credibility.
He's not gonna do that to anything.
I
He's
don't
not gonna do
see
it to
him
Cleveland.
doing it. I feel like it's some random rumor that got started off of something else that's gonna get cleared up, dog. I just don't see it.
They probably was joking about it, this and the third, or something like that, or said something about it, or anything, because them guys, most of them guys interact with each other outside the court. You know what I'm saying?
And then all the clowning they was doing to LeBron, dog. Like remember that shit with Kyrie Irving when it was all at that fucking bachelor party, ribbing and talking about him like making that shit, acting like it was him working out. Like they were clowning this man. And now you gonna play on a team with these niggas that talk shit after they won that fucking championship on you and want to fucking rub your face in that shit.
Right.
Yeah, you won it the next year, but nigga, they gave you some shit. And I understand, it's competitive, rivalry. It's nothing personal necessarily. But my nigga, it's a difference between y'all winning and it is what it is, and you making videos shitting on me and chilling with a nigga that's not my enemy, but you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something.
We had a falling out, Kyrie Irving and all that. He was talking shit about me and y'all all cool and kiki. And no, nigga, I'm gonna have fun beating y'all.
Let me tell you
that's
something,
what I'm trying to be on.
LeBron will never go to Golden State, and because this right here, LeBron has been the person you had to face throughout the last 7 years.
Bison.
Now, in the 7 years, the only 3 or 4 of the years was Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Really 3, I believe. So that means that you got 4 years of whole other teams that Golden State wouldn't even check for at the time. Golden State wouldn't even look at the time to be a contender like that. You know what I'm saying? This squad wasn't built ready like that. So you got niggas go like the Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio Spurs, the Heat. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is going against these teams and with these teams. Dog. So then he goes back to Cleveland and goes back to the championship again off another team. That means that one thing, dog. A nigga that tell you that you got to face him. He doesn't have to face, he doesn't have to join Golden State. Everyone's going to have to face, no matter where LeBron goes, they're going to have to face LeBron on that team.
I'd rather LeBron put together a whole nother super team wherever the fuck he at than go to them. You know what I mean? I don't give, because I'm not one of the people. I'm not a super sports nigga, son.
Well, LeBron came to New Orleans.
I'm not a super sports nigga, son. So I'm not on that kill. I hate super teams and mess up the competition. It could, but if you want to put together a super team and y'all got that money, go do that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I still am a purveyor of pride and fucking respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my nigga, I don't see how you could have pride in your position, LeBron. Go to them. Go to that team. You can go to any other motherfucking team, honestly, dog.
Golden State,
but to them, you know what I mean? If you go to them,
if he goes to Golden State, he's ruined.
His
image is ruined.
You don't
care how many rings any of them get, because they'll be like, oh yeah, of course y'all get the rings.
You had LeBron on a fucking all-star squad already. It's like the dream team is playing regular teams.
Right.
Son, anytime LeBron was on any squad, because when he was with the Cavaliers the first time and took them to the playoffs, fucking every time, and took him to the championship at least one time as a young nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, LeBron be carrying niggas, dog.
Dog, that shows a lot, son. And he went to Miami for tutelage, because it's not like Miami needed them.
Y'all heard about that nigga turning down like $10 million when he was 18?
Yeah.
Boy.
Off of Reebok.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Reebok offered that boy $10 million, told that boy keep it hush, don't run the Nike and all that. And that boy had to decline on that.
Because he felt that shit was shady on some shit.
And you know what I thought? I was like, boy, you had a Master P moment.
You did. You had a Master P moment for real. Because Master P said that same shit. That boy said, nigga, if one record label give me $1 million, I know another give me 10. So fucking, I ain't about to take.
I'm worth at least 50 or 100.
You hear me? 50. That's because I'm worth at least 50 or 100, nigga. I ain't about to take that first bite because you showed me niggas is biting. Straight up.
You want to give me a meal off the dunk.
You hear me?
Right.
But I don't know if I could have done it. Like at 18, if you threw $10 million in my face, I'm sorry. I know I would have took it.
I don't know, son.
I know I would have took it.
When so many niggas coming at you and a nigga coming at you with $10 million and say you keep hushing, don't talk to them.
Depends on the scenario, you know.
At 30, my nigga, I can say all the shit, all the rah-rah shit be like whoop-de-woo. At 18, I know who I was at 18. I would have took that goddamn $10 million. I wouldn't have blinked. I like $10 million. $10 million?
Son, I think when if I had LeBron status and they offered me $10 million, dog, at the time, niggas offering LeBron money all throughout high school. So like,
oh yeah. Okay, I'll give you that context because the thing is, since middle school, he was looked at as being the future.
The fucking
so
god
maybe
of basketball.
he most likely had a different outlook on money anyway than I would have. But I'm saying with my
No,
context.
yeah, but yeah, me and all of our contexts.
Right. Every
Nigga would have given me 10 grand.
Yeah, that's right. Nigga, I told that to D yesterday when we was talking. We talking about some actor shit, dog. And like we talking about how, like, you know, a friend of ours was talking to like a nigga that's in the game. And he was talking about all these offers he be getting and shit, and like this major, like, crazy ass off, like, because that's the crazy shit about all the actors on this fucking show. And like, one thing is, until you get to a certain level in the game, you're auditioning, and the thing is, most times you don't get the part. Like, you got to come in this game expecting to really like 5% of the time get the role. 95% of the time you're just auditioning for shit. And out of that 95% of the time that you're auditioning for shit, only maybe like 30% of the shit is shit that you actually want to fucking get excited about doing and shit.
Right.
So when you get to the level of niggas offering you roles and saying you're gonna get this amount of money or that amount of money off of something that we're saying we want you ain't got to audition, nigga, that's some mind-blowing shit. And the nigga, the numbers that popped up, like, when in the story, was like crazy close to $1 million type numbers, and we was like, nigga, for 10K I'd have done that shit. You heard me? It's so funny that you said the same thing just now. Like, for 10 stacks I'd have took it.
Right.
Nigga,
You heard me?
for 10 stacks, I'd have had the peanut butter bottom Reeboks.
Son, especially at 18.
Nigga,
Yeah, I mean, at 30, I know 10 stacks ain't that much, dog. But at 18, nigga, if you'd have gave me 50 stacks or 100
I
stacks.
ain't gonna lie, son. I ain't gonna lie.
Because 10 stacks ain't a lot.
If Reebok offered me 10 mil, but I knew I had a meeting with Nike too, I'd have told him, I said, look, hold on, dog. Hold on. And I went to Nike and be like, yo, Nike, so Reebok offered me 10 mil.
I mean, that's what niggas do. That's business. That's just business.
What's happening?
That's that's game. That's game
y'all was
right
already
there.
offering me 25 mil? Let me see what Adidas talking about.
You hear me? Remember Kanye was talking about that shit even in his last skit on College Dropout when he was talking about how, like, one label, like, I think it's Columbia, somebody wanted him, but he also had them other niggas in the pocket. So it was like, and then some other label, like, heard that he had other motherfuckers in the pocket courting him, so they're trying to offer him more money. He like, look, man, rock. You hear me? But yeah, son.
That's how the nigga played him when he tried to get that deal off of Columbia, I believe.
I mean, yeah, he did get played on Columbia because they thought he was a producer, rapper, and etc. He had to prove himself. But I'm just saying this on the level of playing that game back and back and back. But you gotta know, you know what I mean? You gotta know your worth. You gotta know who you are. Kanye West knew, no, nigga. I know my fucking capability, nigga. Yeah. LeBron knew. You feel me?
We all knew LeBron. It was just visible.
Nigga, but you gotta know. Other people can know all they want, dog, but you gotta fucking know.
Yeah, LeBron, you're right, he did know.
Because, like, one of those things is, like, everybody else told you was cold, but you didn't think you was cold. Like, everybody else told you were beautiful, but you didn't think you were beautiful. You know what I mean? It's the same thought process of, if you ain't got the confidence that everyone else has, winning ain't gonna be in your grasp.
You know what? Mm-hmm. Some of that confidence he didn't have that he had to get a little bit later because he was
growing.
so young.
That's growing. But you still know you're good enough. You know what I mean? They got some people who are amazing or who are gorgeous, who are whatever the fuck, intelligent, crazy, smart, whatever, and they think they stupid, ugly, and whack. And everybody's looking at them like they're fucking out their minds. So that's all I'm saying on level of, like, LeBron might have been intimidated when he first got in the NBA, of course, because he was a young nigga.
Kobe, your first 18 years old going against
But
Kobe.
there's nowhere in LeBron's DNA, even when you watched him as a young nigga, that didn't seem like he was confident in his skills.
Yeah. Right, you could tell.
That nigga was dunking on little niggas. Like, I used to watch his old tapes, like, look at this little nigga dunking on little niggas. But this little big nigga, because he was big as fuck.
Well, he got way bigger, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, he was playing.
Like, wow.
No, fuck the NBA. I'm talking about when he was in high school and middle school.
Yeah, it made no sense why he was on the court. It's cheap.
He was ignorant.
It was a cheat. This man scored 60 points by himself.
Bruh.
Yaga.
Next up. Well, you had something to say else on LeBron some shit? I saw you did the finger thing. Like, wait. I got words.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, damn.
Okay, fuck your words. San Francisco, shout out to y'all, dog. Y'all made weed legalization retroactive, so they wiping out niggas' criminal records. So basically, if you had old records for weed charges, since it's legal now.
Are you locked up? Do you get free from that too?
That's what. No, I don't know. See, thousands of Californians will have their misdemeanor pot convictions expunged. So you got to be out. Expunged means it's off your record. But they need to let niggas out depending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you selling pounds, I understand. But some of these niggas that's caught up in, like, dumb shit, like, come on.
Right.
Thousands of Californians will have their misdemeanor pot convictions expunged automatically, and thousands more may have felony cases recategorized after San Francisco District Attorney George Gascon, I don't know if they say that. Gascon, announced plans to make...
No, man, it's Gascon.
Gascon. announced plans to make the state's pot legalization law apply retroactively on Wednesday. Everybody who make weed legal need to do this shit.
Yeah.
Gaston's jurisdiction limits his reach here. Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of other California, and for some reason I just see black people, but I know there's gonna be some white people too, but I just see black people for some reason when I hear this
Black
news.
people and real hippie white people.
Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of other Californians unlucky enough to be arrested for weed elsewhere in the
Hispanic
state will have to hope officials nearer to them to follow his lead or find the money to pay a lawyer to petition the courts for an expungement. The San Francisco Review will sketch back more than 40 years. More than 3,000 people convicted of a misdemeanor for marijuana possession would have their arrest records erased. Even a misdemeanor, this is a hero highlight, goddamn.
Right.
Even a misdemeanor criminal record cast as a long shadow and job interviews.
Right.
The search for an apartment and efforts to draw public benefits like unemployment insurance or food stamps. Gaston's decision to automate the expungement process will make it far easier for the predominantly black victims of the federal war on drugs to benefit directly from the passage of Proposition 64, a ballot initiative that legalized marijuana in the state from the start of 2018. Come on,
That's
man.
great.
That's
is
so real.
Come on,
great.
man.
Come
Gotta love
on.
That just
San
gave me
Francisco.
chills.
You just gave me another reason to move to motherfucking California.
Right. Gotta love
San
them,
Francisco, that's
man.
where my baby born.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I'm
San
saying?
Fran.
San Fran.
Love
Love
San Fran.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Son, that's just
Shit.
amazing to me, dog. Because
Clap.
so often in our country, son, niggas don't do the real thing. Like
California always making the right directions, though.
you know what I'm saying? What?
California, as a
Oh, yeah,
state,
yeah,
they
they do a lot of-
always
yeah,
moving
they're very-
forwardly and fastly.
It's
Aggressive. Yeah.
Except when y'all kill Tuki. But anyway,
Anyway.
one thing I can't
Well, that
say
was
is like
Schwarzenegger.
true that. He swarts that nigga. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of times in, like, you see certain things, you be like, how did that happen? Like, how did that nigga get off for rape? Or how did this go down? Or how did this law get passed? Like, why y'all do, like, some things don't make no sense. And you be like, damn, government, the common sense method is 1 + 1 = 2, and y'all doing fucked up shit. This is finally something that is right. Y'all did something right. And it happened now. And Trump, you can't take props for it because all these things were already in motherfucking rotation.
I feel like Trump's gonna try to
He
take
already
this away.
He ain't gonna try to take it away. It's too
This
late.
shit needs to happen countrywide.
Nah, because it's
It
state.
should.
This is state.
You
State
right.
versus government.
Fuck Trump. But what I'm saying is, people could say this happened under the Trump administration. No, it didn't. Fuck you. But off the dump, dog, it's good to see something positive and good happen. Like it seems like such a natural step. If you make this thing legal now and basically say that there's nothing wrong with having it, if someone had it in the past, because even at the same time that even before you made weed legal in the few states that you have, generally speaking, we all know this. We weed smokers. We smoke on a goddamn podcast. Might as well be called the podcast, my nigga. Dog, is no worse than is nowhere near cigarettes, fucking prescription pills and liquor and all the shit that's already goddamn legal, son. So it's like the stats don't lead up for you to be making it seem like this is this hardcore heroin, meth ass type of drug that's murdering thousands and fucking killing the community. No, get out of here with that shit.
Right.
You're ruining more lives by fucking arresting people over this bullshit than any of the weed has ever done. So hell yeah. America. Some place in America finally doing what makes sense.
I think it automatically should have been a ticket from the jump if it was ever going to be something.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? And now that it's legal, you know, like, dog, like you said, it should have been California. I applaud you again for always making that right direction.
Yeah.
Going up forward, you know what I'm saying? And I always thank you for doing shit for the rest of the world to see, because Texas is starting to come in the suit with it as well. Have y'all checked on Texas?
Texas about to legalize weed.
They in the works of making legalize
If Texas
marijuana.
legalizes weed, son, like that is the Republican capital of the fucking country.
Nigga.
So if they do it, a bunch of the southern states are gonna
If they
follow.
doing this only for money, it's purely money
Well, I
motivated.
mean, Texas is fucking huge.
I
It's
know.
a huge state.
And
like,
a money making
tons
state.
of money.
Exactly. Because the thing is this: if you go by their quote unquote morals, then they can't do
Yeah,
it.
they
The
wouldn't.
Republican way is to be like,
It's gonna be a huge apology fest for sure.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Texas.
But when like things like this happen though, it like really gives me hope. Like, you know what? Like maybe we can fix some of this fucking shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weed, you know what I'm saying? But fuck, at least the government's trying. You know, they toss us a fucking bone, you know what I'm saying?
This is from Texas MPP marijuana policy. Texas has selected 3 companies to operate medical cannabis business in the state. Each serve as a cultivator, processor, and dispensary for those patients in Texas who qualify.
So it's a medical marijuana.
But that's the first step. That's the
first
first step.
That's a
big step.
It's a step, my nigga, but it's still like medical. We got medical marijuana legal here type shit, dog. They still saying as a state we ain't gonna freaking no time soon.
No, they got dispensaries.
I'm like,
companies. We ain't got no dispensaries in New Orleans.
I'm like, no. If anybody in Louisiana makes it legal, it would be New Orleans though. But I'm talking about the state because that's what it comes down to. The state. Louisiana voted against it, and I was like, you bitches, gotta be forgetting how red our fucking state is.
Like this. You know what I'm saying? It always starts with some real small shit that really doesn't mean anything like in the now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or I'm not disagreeing. You know, it's definitely a step.
Once they put their hands on it, though, it's like, you know, they are tantalized.
I also agree with you, Bats. It is about money for Texas because I think you've seen how Colorado's benefited from it.
Right.
No, California's always benefited from it, and now they're gonna start to see that the fact that their free labor of all those prisoners and shit, that shit started being cracked down.
My thing is, the only thing I was saying to it, I'm not saying you saying everything true. My only thing I'm saying to it is this. When you first brought this up and said Texas talking about legalizing weed, that's a bigger shock to me than Texas is about to bring in medical marijuana. You know what I mean? Because, like, medical marijuana is like...
But it's so funny, for the longest, California barely had medical marijuana. And that was California.
There's always a fucking caveat that comes with medical marijuana. Even the term. You know what I mean? It's all political. Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me that they would bring in medical marijuana. It surprises me because it's Texas. It still doesn't as much. Texas, off the dump, without even doing medical marijuana first. If they off the dump just legalize weed, that's what had me fucked up when you first brought it up. I was like, wait, what? Nigga, like Texas?
Legalization?
Texas? You know what I mean? Medical marijuana is like, it's still surprising for Texas, but it's not as...
And the South won't happen for the next 5 to 10 years.
It's not as surprising is all I'm saying, though. If you'd have led with that, I would have had less surprise, is all I'm saying. Because I was shocked.
Said,
you fucked me up.
Rootin' tootin'?
You fucked me up, nigga. Let's move on to Quincy Jones, dog.
My nigga.
The pimp. Apparently, Quincy Jones goes on record. Why did he decide to come out and say this shit? But it's crazy.
Pimp Jones gotta speak.
Quincy Jones says he has 22 girlfriends that all know about each other. He said, but keep the fat and old girls away from me.
Hey, fuck it. That's how you feeling. I'm Quincy Jones.
If that's that man preference, I mean, it's it's really fucking shallow. But I mean,
hey, dog. Fucking
The 84-year-old spoke to GQ and revealed
84.
84. He has no less than 22 girlfriends around the world, and they all know about each other.
So that's Quincy Jones. He 84 years old. He done been around the world. Son, if fucking Angela Bassett would be like, I don't want no fat ass niggas and no niggas ain't got no job, I wouldn't be mad at you, baby. Do your thing. I don't want no old dusty ass niggas. I don't want no,
That shit says they all know about each other.
Yeah, I'm not focused on him talking.
I'm
gonna say I'm not focused on him talking about they keep fat and ugly girls. I'm just saying the big thing is he is old 84-year-old ass decided to come out and talk about his 22 girlfriends.
You know why? Because his dick still works when he's telling y'all. And he's still gonna walk.
You hear me? It's just funny. It's like nigga, like it's so random. It's not like we used to old niggas coming out the blue and putting a number on how many chicks they got. You feel me? and then, but I appreciate.
They all know about each other.
And you took it out of my mouth. I appreciate what D-Mac just brought up, though, specifically, like the fact that they all fucking know about each other.
Give me lighter.
They all know about each other because the thing is this: if you gonna have 22 girlfriends, they need to all know about each other. Right. But when you have as much money as Quincy Jones. You know what I mean? Half these women, they good. They know this an old sugar daddy to them, dog. They got a boyfriend they age that they fucking and they fucking with.
They just know when
right, and they know when Quincy come in town. They probably tell him, man, Quincy in town. Let me just do this. He paying the bills, baby. He paying the bills, baby.
Listen, girl, you better blow that horn. If Quincy blow his, you better blow his.
No questions, man. You know what it is.
I refuse to believe that a bunch of young, attractive women
just, like,
around
faithful to him. Like it's just like
come.
If you believe that, like if your mind goes there,
Quincy, if you believe it, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I think 11 out of the 22.
Quincy Jones is old head nigga. He know what it is. He 84.
You know what it is.
If our young asses know, his old ass know.
He's not a fool.
He been in the music business for too long.
Our young ass know we ain't gonna be seeing her for a couple of weeks when he in town.
It was just a crazy ass motherfucking story, dog. I mean, it was just a not crazy, but rando. Cause it's like, nigga,
I'm 84.
But I wouldn't even
pimping still.
It's like, my nigga, but why do you even want to like, why would you even want that many women to have to deal with?
Because he want to show his ex-wifey over her.
You know what? I don't even doubt that.
Because the thing is, and I don't
see
mean,
me, bitch.
And
you see me, got all that money. Look at me, bitch. I got 22 now.
And of course, I love women. I try to say fuck women when I put it like that, but I mean to say, dog, like, entertaining one woman is a lot. Entertaining 2 women is a lot, son. Dog, entertaining 22 women Even though they're around the world, that makes it easier. But still, it's
and you
20.
84, son, and you got buku money.
It's the buku money part that makes it easy for him. But I'm saying, like, but still dealing with all those personalities, having to be there for, like, you said they're your girlfriends. You didn't say like these are some hoes. Like he said these are my girlfriends.
So doesn't it say like they're like all over the world though? Like one's in Cape Town, one's in Cairo.
They're around the world, but you still have to talk to them.
Son,
you still have to. That's what I'm saying. You still gotta juggle 22 people.
Son,
I don't even talk to.
Son.
Nigga, I'm 30 and I'm not talking to 22 people regularly.
That's 30, son. At 84, son, you got the mind to go talk to you. What you know? You done seen so much life.
And you also still a businessman.
Man, Quincy is old, son. He's
he probably got a team of niggas and shit.
So he could go perform whenever he wants to, and just go pick up the phone and listen to a couple of minutes of her ranting about some shit.
So
you know what I'm saying? Talk about her life.
22 too many, son. I speak, and I'm a nigga that's used to nigga, especially when I was younger. Nigga, I was juggling. I know what it's like to have more than one woman, etc.
Like Quincy Jones at 84.
And one of the things that turned me off to it after a while, that made me get my last girlfriend when we was together, was the fact of like, nigga, this is too many personalities. This is fucking crazy. No, I need to chill.
You ain't never been married. How many times Quincy Jones been married? Probably 17
now,
times.
I can feel you on that. Marriage would probably make it be like, I can deal with any goddamn thing.
That nigga,
you feel me?
Come on,
but it's
like,
like,
probably after his fourth wife was like, you know what? I don't need this.
Plus he's 84. Like he has a completely different kind of patience too.
He does. That's what Joe basically saying about his age. Like,
yeah, that
nigga's patience.
Like,
but it's still 22 people. It's
yo,
22 people.
Right now.
I don't want to talk to 22 people now. 22 people regularly? No.
Cause you trying to grind.
And there's them 22.
He ain't gotta grind no more.
He got them 20. He got them 22 plus his friends and these are just his chicks. Then you got friends and family and business associates and the media and nigga, no. That nigga strong. Pipe game on point. I see you, Mr. Jones. I see you, Mr. Jones.
Everybody got a day out the month to go running with him.
What? You said it one more time.
Like out of 30 and like the extras, 31 days, you know what I'm saying? But in 22 days, everybody got a day. You go running with Quincy Jones this day, that day, that day, that day. These are my makeup days. And in February, some days get cut short in halftime.
I gotta catch that GQ magazine just so I can see what made him. What coaxed like what made you say that? Like,
somebody had to ask him.
Even it's the truth. Even though it's the truth, what make you decide to be like, at 84, I'm finally about to just say fuck it in this interview?
I think somebody asked that man. I think it's like, so Quincy, what's your love life looking like?
Right, or something. You still laying that good old Mario pipe?
Well, as a matter of fact.
And you know he wants Donald Glover to play him in the movie.
And I'm all about that.
That'd be cool.
I'm for it.
That'd be freaking cool, son. Are y'all freaking lovers of Nutella?
Not like that.
Nigga, you saw that riot?
Yeah, white people riot about dumb shit.
Nigga, they had a riet in France over discounted chocolate hazelnut
spread.
Nigga,
ooh, I mean, they make it sound good, but you know.
That shit do sound good as fuck.
Apparently, they slashed the price 70%, and niggas went crazy. It went from $5
they really
to
like that in
$1.75, nigga. And niggas went crazy. Brawls that had erupted out the store, nigga. It's like,
give me my Nutella, bitch.
Right, they love that shit overseas though. Like that's their shit.
Hold up.
Check it out.
Look at these niggas.
This is about Nutella.
And there's not a black face in the crowd. I know black people that love Nutella.
Don't even say that because it's about to pop up. That is a big price drop, though.
That is a big price drop.
But you don't go brawl about it.
My nigga, dog. No, there's certain things that we would brawl about. Not necessarily brawl, but like be like, oh, we gotta go get. But it wouldn't be Nutella. You know what I'm saying?
If you got a 3-piece at Popeyes for like $1.50.
In this city, there'll be lines out the fucking ass.
Yeah, but I ain't about to go beat the nigga up because I can't get none.
I can see a nigga getting beat up in Popeyes.
I can see it in this city too.
Well, if a nigga did this,
I've seen niggas fight for less.
Yeah,
for dumber.
I didn't fight for less.
For stupider. But so I ain't saying they're gonna fight over the chicken, but some shit gonna happen where these people here in
it's not about the chicken.
Right. Some gonna pop out with that many motherfuckers trying to get the same discount and
so maybe it was the store's problem for like not having a policy to handle that crowd.
I mean, once you do a drop that vicious, bro, you better be ready for any goddamn
right,
thing,
man.
dog.
Come on now.
But hey, dog, you know.
It's a race riot. Get the Nutella. It's a war. Send the Nutella.
And on that note, man, let's get into Bats Nerd Out Moment.
Bats Nerd Out Moment.
Bats Nerd Out.
Bats Nerd Out Moment. Bats Nerd Out Moment. Bats Nerd Out Moment. Nerding out. Bats Nerd Out Moment. Bats Nerd Out Moment. Bats Nerd Out Moment.
So before I get into the super nerdy shit, I want to start with a few little new movie news, dog. This ain't super nerdy, but Michael K. Woman. Oh shit, I'm high.
Nice.
Michael K. Williams, aka Omar, right? So I nigga on the Wire name. See, I'm all out of it. That's Omar from the Wire, right?
Yes, it is.
So yeah, he about to be in a SupaFly movie. You hear me?
Oh man, that's gonna be tight.
I'm interested in how they gonna flip SupaFly. Apparently, Jason Mitchell is like one of, if not, I think he's the main character in that joint. But Jason Mitchell coming up, he on the Shy. He in Mudbound. Like, shouts out to New Orleans, dog. He getting it in, dog. Like, I gotta applaud that cat, and I gotta applaud Michael because I love Michael K. Williams, dog. Like, I just like how he do him. Like every role I've ever,
he's good.
It's so natural, and you feel it. It's like he leaves an impression every time.
He has a good look too.
Yeah, he does.
It's funny, he used to be a dancer.
Regular dancer, you saying a stripper?
No, backup dancer.
Okay,
cool.
I think that makes sense.
He did some stripping.
That's
how he got that. That's how he got that scar in his face. Nigga stabbed him up at a dance thing. Not like at a dance battle, but like
damn nigga Michael Jackson video much? Nigga stabbed him up at a dance fight.
Right. It wasn't a dance fight. It was like I think it was like after the show, something got into it and the guy like scarred his face.
That sucks. And he probably thought he wasn't gonna be able to get in acting, and that specific fucking thing is one of his trademarks that's gotten him roles. That's what people don't understand. People think you gotta be like the most handsome or the most beautiful motherfucker to get in this game. No, you just gotta be.
You gotta find that role that fits you just right.
You just have to have a unique look. You gotta have a look that sits with people. That's all.
You must connect.
You must connect off the dump, dude. Because like, if you remember, if you're memorable, or even if you look like some of the weirdest motherfuckers have become stars. Weirdest looking motherfuckers have become stars because of how weird they look. You hear me? As it come, it's not all about beauty because a lot of beautiful people look alike. You know what I'm saying? And then that gets boring. So
it really does.
It's a funny thing that my nigga with this big ass scar on his face, dog, is one of the premier actors in the game, dog, and I applaud him for it. Another big time casting is Tom Hanks being Mr. Rogers in the biopic You Are My Friend.
I want to see it.
All for that.
I want to see it, dog. Fuck that.
There's nothing Tom Hanks can't do.
Tom Hanks touches anything and it sparkles.
I think Tom is going to smash that
There's
shit.
nothing that Tom Hanks can't do.
Ever since you stepped in the game, Tom Hanks, my head tips off to you right now, sir.
Moment of silence for Tom Hanks. You hear me? That's all I can say. I just want to throw that out there, let niggas know Tom Hanks about to come with that real.
Boy. Son, you remember watching that show?
What?
Mr. Rogers?
Oh, yeah.
It was just so happy, dog.
Yeah.
And so, like, subtle and positive, and, like, the characters, just to have a thought about that. And then you ever watch that clip of Mr. Rogers fighting to get the, when he was about to take away the money for the budget cuts for the station? Mm-hmm. And that boy, he gave a quick little story about what his show does to kids, and it was,
he got him right, but he still was Mr. Rogers with it.
In the Mr. Rogers way.
Yep.
It was
he still
so
Mr.
nice.
Rogers with it. He still was Mr. Rogers with it. And the thing,
and he was shit on this man and doing this shit, laughing at him at first. And the man was just sitting there, well, I just like to tell you a story. You know?
Because the thing is off set, because a lot of cats like him, not him, but like those personalities for children, you find out later they were like assholes in real life.
I would love that.
And druggies. But Mr. Rogers, and pedophiles. But Mr. Rogers was actually, from all accounts, a good motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Like a true angel.
And he often showed it. So but the thing is,
he was a war veteran too.
Everybody's trials and tribulations. So I feel like this movie is gonna show like another side to Mr. Rogers that none of us knew, and I find that to be very intriguing.
I was alcoholic.
You never know.
He went through the war.
You never know what demons people have. You just never know. Shouts out to the nigga who played Barney. Don't he got like strip clubs or something? I heard.
Like sex toys or something.
Some shit dealing with sex and porn is the nigga who played Barney owns right now. Like damn.
Not Barney's voice.
The guy in the suit.
The guy in the suit.
Yeah.
So who the fuck played Barney's voice?
I thought it was a guy in the suit. You just said something I didn't know that it was a different person. I just going along with it. But anyway, but to actual nerdy shit. First off, stay with FLYWITHBATS podcast because we just started another freaking show. Me and Marty Atwood from the Your 30 podcast just started the Reviewing That Lightning podcast. We're on episode 3. We've been reviewing all the episodes of the new hit CW show Black Lightning, which is amazing. If you want to get our in-depth thoughts on breaking down every one of those episodes, click on over to the Reviewing That Lightning. We've been hitting y'all every week, and it's been fucking fun, dog. Black Lightning is an amazing show. I'm so happy for it. I'm glad that it's here.
I gotta catch up on it.
Haven't started it yet, but I've been seeing all of your rantings on Facebook about it, which are very entertaining as usual. So.
It's so black. Like,
I gotta
especially for a
watch Twitter,
CW show.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the thing is this, like, Luke Cage was black as fuck, but
It was Netflix.
Netflix is so diverse that it's not surprising to me. But on white ass CW with a white, and I watch a lot of CW shit. But when you see something that black come on, it comes after the Flash, which is white as shit.
Man, they
So
ain't
the-
seen that black since it was WB.
Son,
38.
I said
They
that,
had some black
that was a
consultants.
tweet. I tweeted exactly that. Because they had this scene, a funeral, and it was a black ass funeral, son. And I said, dog, I ain't seen nothing this black on the CW since it was WB with Jamie Foxx and Steve Harvey in them. That's
Yeah.
what I tweeted out. Because that's how I felt. I was like, this is black as
is some
fuck.
black
It's
as
unapologetically black, and it's written by the motherfucker, the kill husband and wife team who made the game, Girlfriends, and fucking Being Mary Jane. They're the writers for that. So once again, the CW brought black people to make the black show,
Of
and
course, because
it's
you need black
popping.
people to
Smart.
tell black stories.
Exactly.
Smart.
And it has an edge to it that none of the other CW shows have. And that's the beauty. When you watch the show, you feel like you're watching something that shouldn't be on the CW. You're like, wait. And there were a few, it's like
Hey.
light CW touches in there, but honestly, dog, it's way more edgy and more dope.
Do you think he'll ever creep in the Flash's world?
No. Or maybe in the far future, but they've established that he's in a different universe from the Flash. Now, that didn't stop Supergirl, because she's in a different universe from the Flash. And there's a rumor that Supergirl and Black Lightning shows might be in the same world, but they haven't established that yet, because their whole thing is establishing Black Lightning's world. And the name of that spot was Freeland. Freeland is the name of their city. Freeland.
Morgan Freeman.
Freeland. Yeah, Freeland. And one amazing thing I love that they do often on the show is they cast beautifully. They cast on Atlanta is they often have interviews from the news people of people, like the regular people in the city and how they feel about shit. And oftentimes we be watching these shows, you don't know who the fucking people are. Like, you know what I mean? The average Joe. They always got some black person saying, Black Lightning, man, he came through, and then they're like, or they're like, man, crime in this city is awful. And somebody's like this almost every episode, because somebody's always watching the news, and like while I'm flashing shit, they might have the news and somebody's reporting some monster took over. Some
Hey,
no.
so there's always that black guy on the Flash. Thank you for that.
But he's the black guy interviewing somebody. But the shows are often, I mean, the news stories are often something related to some supernatural event.
Yeah.
On Black Lightning, it's always some nigga talking about something that's going on in the hood or something that's going on in the
Man,
community.
Pookie got shot. What black nigga ain't gonna do about this?
It be shit like that, dog. I love it. It's dude. Watch Black Lightning.
I gotta see this shit.
Watch Black Lightning. I cannot say it enough. And listen to Reviewing That Lightning with me and Marty. I was from the Your 30 podcast. We having a lot of fun on that shit. But moving on to apparently, dog. Mark Millar, dog, the creator of KickAss, if y'all know about that comic book that became a movie, and I kind of like that movie, KickAss, dog.
One
Yeah, I
and
liked
two
it
were
too.
pretty good.
I wish they would have given your girl Hit Girl a freaking spinoff before she got too old
I
for
love
it.
Hit Girl.
She stole the show.
Yeah,
Yes,
love Hit
both
Girl.
times.
Think of both times. So the comic book is a reboot, and it's going to be rebooted with a black female protagonist. It's Kick-Ass.
I'm about that, but I just feel like Kick-Ass is just it's not that old yet from the last two movies to be.
No, not a movie. The comic book.
Oh, well then run that shit.
Yeah. Run that shit. Right. Not the movie. If anything, I wouldn't call it a reboot. If they made they should just make a sequel and just have a new person be Kick-Ass. You know what I mean? They could do that if they wanted. But no, the comic book, the dude is flipping the game, and it's gonna be a black female army veteran named Patience Lee, and she's gonna be the mother. She's gonna be a mother. And, you know what I mean, by night, you know what I mean, she's kick-ass. And that's trippy, a black single
I
mom.
wonder if it's going to get comical but real, too, because it got to have that kind
You
of...
already know it is.
Army vet. It might get comical because, you know, but because that's the style of Kick-Ass. It has that wit, and that writer, that's what he does. But damn, dog, you just made a female black single mom a superhero. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
That's fucking dynamite.
You feel me? So I'm gonna be looking out for that.
I ain't never seen one.
Not really, dog.
Can you name one superhero that's a black single mom?
Black single mom superhero. Nah, dog. I mean, it's hard to think of black heroes anyway.
Does the Storm have kids?
Storm has a son. She does have a son. Storm has a son. She has a strange son.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Y'all remember that episode of X-Men? Remember the old X-Men cartoon? Her son was on there once.
Who was her son?
He could run fast or something. I think the Shadow King took over his body. And she had to go back. They had to go back to Africa to help Storm get this motherfucking demon out her son. Y'all don't remember that shit?
I don't remember it.
Damn, son, that was an episode of X-Men animated series. That's how I know she has a son, for real, from that episode. And the thing about that show is it stuck a lot of things from the comics, so it was a you know, a great thing for kids to get on if they're going through the comics. Shouts out to Black Panther. Apparently, all the reviews have been touting it as the best Marvel movie ever. Black Panther is getting nothing but ravingly damn motherfucking amazing reviews. All advanced screenings. Them motherfuckers were so fly on that goddamn purple carpet.
Oh yeah, I was loving that shit.
On that goddamn purple carpet.
Purple carpet? Come on.
Come through.
Come on, dog. That is just too platinum.
Dog, I was so proud to be black. Just watching them go be
Watching
black.
them. Same way when we go on our purple
So
carpet.
nice.
Nigga.
We should tell Juan LaFonda, yo, we need a purple carpet.
Shouts out to Juan LaFonta locally buying out
put a hookup. Yeah,
he buying out at one of the screenings at Elmwood for everybody.
First 400 to get there.
Yep, and for first 400 to get to I forgot at Elmwood.
That's popping.
Palace. Juan LaFonta got you. I forget what time. See, we part of the Misbelieve Radio Show, so you know we
gonna be in that bitch.
But yeah, dog, I just feel so good. I ain't gotta pay for my ticket or worry about my ticket because at first I was like, damn, nigga,
I'ma go.
I know I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna have to catch it probably like at noon or like Sunday because all the shows gonna be sold out and shit.
I was like with DC though. I was like, I wanted to go with the crowd that's going on Broad Theater, the black crowd.
A lot of people going on that Broad Theater, but it's sold out though, fast.
Damn,
It's
it's
sold
like
out.
cause like the black people they spending $20, extra just for one person for the ticket.
Yeah.
And but it's gonna be a whole bunch of black people that you know say you gonna be with a bunch of people you can laugh with.
I feel like no matter what,
Right.
I feel like no matter when you go for the first few weeks, you're
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
surrounded by black people.
Yeah.
Then we live in New Orleans. So you was never gonna not be surrounded by black people seeing it here. I'm curious to go to Omaha and go to those screenings.
You gonna see the black people coming out the trees like, oh, you live in Omaha? I have never seen. You ain't never seen these people ever. Dog. They live in trees under rocks, dog. Like I have never seen it before. Like, oh yeah, we in this bitch.
The Morlocks, nigga.
Oh, yes.
Straight shout out to X-Men. Remember that from the cartoon? Them niggas that lived underground because they were too ugly to be in the circle. That's the Morlocks.
That's what told
that made me sad.
No, that was like that.
Futurama got that from X-Men, man. They got that from X-Men because that's where your girl from with the one I was from. That's a straight Morlocks rip. You feel me? I thought when I saw the episode, I was like, y'all so dumb. Y'all so dumb for this Futurama. Y'all made that girl a Morlock, nigga. That's so goofy. It's just like if you watch the X-Men, if you watch the episode of X-Men of that now, you gonna laugh because they took so much from that episode for her shit. And you, dude, and you know the X-Men play this shit seriously, but you know the funny shit. So it's gonna be like, look at this dumb.
Look at this shit, man.
Now I gotta go find it.
We're living underground. We can't see refuge.
They Morlocks.
No one is upstairs.
They was Morlocks, dog. But I'm so in love with the fact that Black Panther is getting such rave reviews.
Bruh,
dog.
really
oh,
exciting.
wait, back to the purple carpet. Issa Rae. My God.
Everybody.
She had.
Just everybody. Yes, shouts out to Issa, shouts out to Lupita, shouts out to goddamn T'Challa himself. That suit was
Angela.
amazing. Shouts out to Donald Glover. Shouts out, oh my
I like Michael
God.
that black with the gold club tips. I like that. I was like, all right.
So are y'all gonna get dressed up like going to see a show? Yeah.
I wasn't when it was just gonna be us niggas just going rando, but since it's gonna be this Juan LaFonta event now, yeah.
I was gonna go rando.
You feel me?
If we was going, but I'm dog. I feel like we gotta come in style.
I mean, and we're actually part of the Misbelief Radio Show, and he talking about he might be sponsoring us at some point. So let's see. We got. I'm trying to go, represent and whatnot.
Yeah,
but one thing that did come out as well as this amazing news about Black Panther, and fuck you to all you dumbass, slow tep ass niggas that's coming out with this.
Now?
Well, why y'all putting y'all money to go see a fake African movie? Y'all could really be putting your real money and build the black community. Why y'all so happy about Black Panther? You be worried about your black brother next to you. Did you know that they didn't shoot none of Black Panther in the real Africa? So
sit down and let people have fun.
Can we just enjoy things?
Can we enjoy anything?
Any fucking thing?
Say son. You gonna be there too.
For real.
Would you like to come, nigga?
No, would you like to?
You gonna be there.
You hear me? Like some motherfuckers just be anti for the sake
just to
of
be
being
anti, and that's really getting under my fucking skin.
A major black superhero who is a king and the most epitome of greatness and black excellence about to be shitting on the game and is now getting critical acclaim, and you got the nerve to try to take the fucking air out, the hydrogen out of our rubber, bruh.
Peter said, this hopefully gives a glimpse of what the world Africa would be like if it wasn't colonized.
Nigga.
Son, we get a chance to see a little image of that, dog.
Nigga, I'm just so amazed by this film even being a real thing. But apparently one of the writers, she said she wasn't invited to the movie premiere. And Roxanne Gay, a writer on the Black Panther World of Wakanda comic. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, this is clickbait. This is clickbait. She better wrote part of that script to be talking this shit. Roxanne Gray, right on the clickbait. I'm about to say right on the clickbait, right on the Black Panther World of Wakanda comic series, says she wasn't invited to premiere Black Panther film. My feelings hurt that I didn't get an invite to Black Panther premiere. She said, I'm thrilled about the movie and can't wait to see it. The World of Wakanda said, nigga, you wrote the comic book, dog. Like, no offense, but like, why is this news that the comic writer?
I think it's part of her comic is in the movie.
Nigga, I don't care. There's a lot of comic book writers who should get influenced, but that don't mean that they're gonna necessarily get a specific invite. You hear me? Like this is news because of that. Ta-Nehisi Coates's Black Comic premiere relaunch has been wildly successful, specifically as Gator write the companion commentaries. Now he's talking about the World of Wakanda was this cool ass series that got canceled, and the series had Black Panther, and we talked about this a few episodes ago. It was like Black Panther, Storm, it was like a whole bunch of black heroes were together and they was riding on some shit. And, but it got canceled because, you know, it didn't get a lot of freaking sales, even though it was a great comic and it was written by this black woman and it was a big deal. But I'm mad I even put this in the freaking section now because it's like, nigga, I look at the title, it's like, okay, something's gonna probably, we could talk about.
I think shit right out of the movie.
Yeah, and
right.
I'm like,
Damn,
okay.
y'all ain't like the writer of the movie?
Right, and that's what the title make it seem like, fucking
that was
clickbait ass
egregious.
shit. You feel me? That's what the title made it seem like. Nigga, I hate that, dog. But one thing that has been coming up is, what I was about to say about Black Panther. DC fans. There's a contingent of stupid ass, whack, DC fans, and that plan on purposely trying to sabotage the Rotten Tomato rating score of the film.
Impossible, dog. Like, there's gonna be way too much like ground support from this fucking movie, dog.
No, it's not impossible, son. Because what they're trying to do is, remember how Get Out got that one bad review? So instead of being 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, it's 99%, even though that one bad reviewer only did it as a troll because everybody. So they talking about they gonna try to affect the audience rating by purposely downvoting it only because Marvel winning, basically. And I'm like, why y'all being?
And what would that even achieve?
Solace for them to be to talk shit is to say that a Marvel movie. Something. It's just stupid.
Too bad, dog, because it won't happen. The word of mouth will be too big.
Specifically, a group of DC fans want to see Black Panther fail so much that they've put together a plan to sabotage the film. A group has made an event on Facebook called Give Black Panther a Rotten Audience Score on Rotten Tomatoes that's encouraging people to go into the review aggregator site Rotten Tomatoes and deliberately give the Marvel film an artificially low score. The event, which has at the time, as of this time of this article, has nearly 2,000 people on board, is in response to what the creators claim was Disney planning bad reviews of or paying critics in the gay press for DCEU fans. Because there was this rumor that was saying that since they had bad reviews of some of the DC movies, they felt like Marvel was pulling strings and make the critic reviewers review them badly. And I'm like, y'all niggas need to just take your lick. This is stupid as fuck, like, dog. And they own one. And I feel like this is just a way to mask racism. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You hear me? Like, nigga, y'all get. I mean,
that's how I feel. This ain't no black racism.
That's all that is.
Like some of y'all might really be delusional and feel some gripe, but I feel like some other people that will join this shit
just want to see Black Panther 2000. Come on, dog. That's
they try
like
to see
2000 KKK members.
No, on some shit. Y'all just want to see this movie fucking fail, and it's just like, oh, pause. I want to ask y'all something. Did y'all see that picture of your boy, one of the actors in the movie, and it was like coming down on his wife because she was wearing like Kente Claus dress?
I thought that was so stupid.
I'm like, bruh.
I thought that was stupid.
Like, I understand. I'm against cultural appropriation. I'm all for the cause and all that, dog. But if the event is, it was obvious that for the premiere of the event, it was accepted that we all gonna be wearing these dashikis and kente cloth shit. If you're a black man married to a white woman, and your white woman wants to, you sharing your culture with her, and you like, my nigga, you could wear it tonight. Let's go, baby. It's part of the show. Nigga, let that man, like, what the fuck, let her support her man, dog. Because I know if I was married to a Japanese chick and she was like, man, can you wear this? I forget what they call them, but the robes and shit because we're going to something that's part of my culture. Yeah. And everybody here's gonna be dressed like this. I don't want you to feel out of place, baby. I'll wear that motherfucking Japanese garb. Yeah, it's not like she trying to rock the dashiki. It's not like a bunch of
braids and shit.
It's not like a bunch of white people made their own Black Panther event that was whites only, and they all wore a bunch of fucking dashikis and try to wonder why people looking at them sideways, and they tried to make it seem like they created the dashiki as if some new white chic.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
She wasn't making the shit about her like,
at all.
That shit was just a strong appearance. It was just really matching his outfit.
And it wasn't the most African-y of kente cloth outfits I've seen. It was kind of like
wearing no big earrings that said Africa. She wasn't having no Angela Davis fro. She was, herself.
My nigga, if we get invited to Toga party, just because we ain't got no motherfucking Greek roots, that mean we gonna say I ain't gonna go there to the Toga party because I ain't got no roots. No, it's like it was like a costume party. It's like, y'all, the attire is African garb. So whether you white, black, or different,
so you just said it right there.
Nigga,
the attire,
that's his attire.
African garb. That was in the
K's
email.
fucking clothes.
leave this lady
K's
alone.
clothes.
Leave this lady alone.
Go sit down, all of you.
Nigga.
The attire was African garb.
And speaking of dumbass petitions, dog, and goofy ass fan people doing dumbass shit, they got this.
Wait, what? What am I seeing?
Read it. What does it say?
This says, make the Joker gay again. What?
Son.
Fuck everybody, son. What the fuck?
Son, I'm gonna say this.
I'm so angry.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say after this. So apparently, dog, this chick, dog, she got on change.org and she feels that DC needs to make the Joker gay again. The Joker's never gay in comics, specifically, not necessarily.
Where's she getting this from?
And she gone. The Joker is a comic book character with almost 80 years of history, half of which he was portrayed as homosexual. For instance, in such significant graphic novels as Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, Grant Morrison's Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth, Neil Adams claimed that the Joker was and always had been homosexual. This opinion was shared by other comic book authors and artists for decades. That is why it is so important to me and other queer readers to return to this homosexuality. The Joker repeatedly confessed his feelings to Batman and showed an interest in other men. Also, there was Joker.
What?
He's gay as fuck for Batman, but we'll get back to that. Also, there was Joker's unnamed boyfriend in the graphic novel Devil's Advocate. The Joker has many feminine traits. He uses lipstick, paints his nails, wears high heels, and sometimes does cross-dressing. We realize that some of these things are stereotypical, but it gives a very clear picture. Over the years, there were plenty of other queer moments in comics, cartoons, and video games, especially in Batman Arkham series. However, in the late 90s, someone decided to erase Joker's homosexuality and introduce Harley Quinn as his girlfriend. By the way, Harley was made up for Batman the Animated Series that replaced the Joker in one scene in which he was supposed to jump from the cake and drag. In the mass consciousness, Harley became his only love interest, although in canonical comics, there's no evidence that there are romantic or sexual feelings from the Joker's part. His enforced relationship with Harley Quinn looks like an attempt to retcon his homosexuality and turn him into an acceptable straight man. DC Comics already has a great cast of queer characters, heroes like Batwoman and Midnighter, as well as villains like Harley Quinn, she's bi, or Poison Ivy, who's also bi. Maybe some people don't want to see the terrible villain as part of the LGBTQ community, but on the other hand, in Gotham series, the Penguin became gay without any problem. That's a lie. A lot of people's mad about that. And he is morally no better than the Joker. Very different characters. It's not I'm just saying this. It's not homophobic to have a queer villain. No one's saying that, by the way. So why not let the clown prince of crime out of the closet? DC Rebirth is an excellent reason to bring the Joker back. We ask DC Comics to restore the Joker's homosexuality in comics and other media. No one's sexual identity should be changed, even if it's only a fictional character, because sometimes fictional characters is something real people hold on to. What y'all saying? It is craziness.
Well, first of all, if the Joker was homosexual, there's nothing wrong with that. If you actually have a case for it and you want to bring that back, like if it was stifled, then yeah, fine, you got a case. But if you've just been up here outright lying, then nah, like fuck all that.
I'm gonna say this. I personally believe that the Joker is asexual. I believe, the character that I read and see through and watched, it wasn't about sex. It was always about the mind fuck and Batman. His love and in love with Batman. I don't believe he's gay. I don't believe he's straight. I don't believe he's nothing but pure terror and fear. And the fact that you want to say he's gay because of all these things he's done, Joker is a character of pure fluidity. That doesn't make him gay or anything. So there's no such thing of putting him or labeling him as that. You know what I'm saying? I think you should keep the open mystery of whatever he is. He's the Joker, and he breaks all boundaries of everything.
And that's exactly what it is. My nigga, he don't have a clear origin story. How the fuck he gonna have clear sexuality? Right. He's goddamn psycho. He's a goddamn Joker. If, like you say, it's fluidity, dog. It's like, dude.
So where are they getting all that stuff from?
No. I'm gonna say this as a comic reader. For Batman, Joker gay as fuck at times. It depends on who's writing him, because that's the thing in comics. Certain characters be written differently in certain stories. So you could pick up one comic thing, and he's just obsessed seemingly with Batman. Mm-hmm. But there be some shit, he don't be like, I want to suck the nigga dick or nothing, but it'd be like romantic. in a way, some parts of his obsession. But the manicness about it never feels like he wants to fuck him or that he wants to be his boyfriend. He's obsessed. Mm-hmm. He's psychotic. If you're an agent of anarchy, you wouldn't label yourself. You know what I mean? If the Joker is anything, you got a case for asexual. Because he fucks, and the thing is, they got characters, they got time. He's fucked Harley in the comics, but him fucking Harley is not for pleasure. That's for power. Everything about him and Harley's relationship on his end is about power. Power, power, power. Harley is his plaything. Harley is his goon. Harley is his weapon. Harley is his tool. One of the reasons why they fell out was because Harley got to the point where was like, let's really kill Batman. I'm going to kill him for you. I got you. And Joker beat the fuck out of like, no, Batman is mine. You ain't going to be killing what's mine. You feel me? Mm-hmm. He has no affiliations to that degree on sex and shit. I don't imagine the Joker having sex. Right. And why do you want to have a character that identifies with you that's the Joker? Like, he's the worst. Like, what's the big fucking deal, dog? Like you said before, either he's asexual, bisexual, fluid as fuck, poly as shit. Like, he's the Joker. But I can see the Joker every day wakes up with a different origin story in his mind. So maybe Monday he's gay, but Tuesday he's not. Wednesday he's fucking everything. He can put his dick wherever the fuck, if he's even thinking about putting his dick anywhere. You never know. He's the fucking Joker. Don't make a petition to me. Because basically, when I see this, you're making a petition to try to box the Joker. Don't box him. If I saw Joker make out with a man, I wouldn't be surprised. If I saw him fuck a woman in the ass, I wouldn't be surprised. If I saw him fucking fuck a squirrel, he's the Joker. I wouldn't be surprised. But you feel like you're trying to give him a boyfriend. That fucks things and make things weird. Trying to specifically
for Joker,
because he's the Joker. If you want to have a boy play thing, let him have a boy play
you
thing.
can make Superman gay, honestly, before you make the Joker gay.
Nah, you can't make Superman gay.
Says who?
It's a lot of, you know. I mean, I see where you're coming from. I mean, like you eliminate Lois. He has a son now that's Superboy and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
And he, like, you know what I mean. I
bisexual.
Can't. They recently made Iceman gay.
All right, there we go.
They recently made him gay. It was a weird way that they did it because they had this X-Men storyline where basically like some kind of way the original 5 X-Men from back in the past, Jean, Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, and I think Archangel, whatever. The original 5, their younger selves are brought into the present. And in the present, of course, they're grown up and they fucking different as shit. Like Cyclops in the present comics is a complete asshole, militant, crazy ass motherfucker. Well, he died recently, but still, he ain't the Boy Scout niggas that a lot of people like he was before. So even when he's like, it's funny to meet your older self and you like, who do I become? Jean's been dead forever. So Jean's like, what the fuck? Like, all kind of different things happen. And in a lot of ways, they went different directions by coming in the future. Like Jean and Cyclops weren't even together because of they came to the future. It's like, it was interesting how they wrote that comic book. But funny thing is, Bobby Drake Iceman has always been known to be a playboy ass nigga. He like bitches, you feel me? So it's like,
still a playboy.
You know what I mean? So it's like his younger self came out as gay first in the comics, and then the question was, well, if I'm gay, why is my older self straight? And then he asks his older self, like, if I'm gay, why aren't you gay? And his older self had to come to terms with, well, damn. Yeah, I've been hiding this shit. And that's how they basically retconned Bobby Drake is gay.
So, I'm in the closet.
I feel like it's a huge retcon, but, you know, that's what you guys want to do. Apparently, though, what I have a problem with, I haven't read this comic yet, but from what I heard from a review was, now that he's gay, they gave him his own comic book to try to make money off the situation.
That's whack.
And not even just that, but he's super gay now. And when you read him, and you're like, no, he's usually like a wisecracking cool nigga. Like, you could have made him still like a Johnny Storm nigga, maybe just get niggas now. But he ain't got to all of a sudden be saying, they said that nigga wrote yes in the comics. Y-A-A-A, all in S's. They have Iceman said yes.
Praise.
Nigga. Oh, God, shut up, nigga.
Stop it.
But,
wait, isn't like Gambit considered like a bisexual character?
Gambit's bi,
yeah. He's bi.
Gambit's bi, but they don't harp on it heavily. But that's a true thing about his character.
Hello, Cherie, man.
Wolverine has a son named Dakan who's also bi, and he gives all pheromones. And there's a rumor that he fucked the Human Torch on some shit.
Wow.
Because Wolverine's son also got this power where he can give off pheromones to make anybody, male, female, or whatever, want to fuck him.
That's fucked up.
And I think
That's not cool.
I gotta look this up. I think Johnny Storm got some of that Wolverine son dick. Sorry, if you had a crush, but I ain't gonna say sorry, nigga. Get you however you get you.
That's not cool for his taste because he got niggas pheromones. Come fuck me.
Hey, son.
Is
that pheromone rape or something like that?
I don't know because
It
the thing
is.
is, I don't know. Is it pheromone rape if you liked it?
How you gonna like it when you already? It's like, dog.
I'm facetious, dog. I'm being facetious, dog. Don't take
I
me
would get
serious.
mad.
My nigga's about to get real on me, son. I don't know,
It's
son.
pheromone rape, nigga.
I didn't read the comic, you feel me? So I don't know if it was only the pheromones or the Human Torch
Now,
decided to
he came back later and
experiment.
was like, hey,
Apparently, they
gotta
had
use the pheromones no more.
apparently they had a fling, and I don't know if pheromones last like that. You know what I mean? Might have made you want to fuck a nigga that one time, but
Man.
if you keeping in touch, like
This is a
when you're not around him and you're still keeping this relationship.
That's
on the
like
slick.
basically a roofie, dog. Like that's like a roofie power you got, dog.
Maybe somebody say this, my nigga. If a nigga roofied you and took your ass, D, not to even put that on you,
I'm about to
son,
say, wow.
you know what I mean? You found out about that shit or whatever. You wouldn't go back for more, would you?
Fuck no.
You wouldn't be keeping in touch with him when you're not around him.
Wait.
Feel me?
That also sound like rape victim ass type shit though.
No, I understand.
Sit your fucking ass down.
No, because he's bringing up the fact that it's a real thing that, like, that's one thing that happens to rape
right.
people at times. They go back and try to take back their power. They'll go back and fuck the person to say so they can reestablish the shit in their mind that they made the decision to have sex with them.
Right.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that nigga had a side piece like, hey, I'm enjoying your company. I'm not just trying to fuck you to take back my power. I like you, nigga. You hear me? We running it. Hey, when you gonna be back in town, Dakin? Flame on.
Flame on.
Yes! I can't believe this. Take me out the podcast. I'm gone.
Okay.
And that was Bats Nerd Out Moment. So last up on side A is the question of the motherfucking day.
Okay.
You feel me?
QOD?
You hear me? QOTD. You feel me? And they had these things that came out. Now I'm just gonna ask y'all simply is, what y'all do with this shit? Human Uber Live. Look at
understand.
this shit.
I saw that stupid shit.
I don't understand.
That shit funny as fuck.
There's this new tech called Chameleon Mask, and basically it's like FaceTime, but it's like FaceTime, right? Mm-hmm. And you can have a nigga basically. Okay, imagine FaceTime, right?
Okay.
And a nigga, you FaceTime somebody, and the phone with your face on it, they put your face on their face while it's on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
You put an iPad on your face, basically.
Basically, someone puts an iPad on their face to have your face on them FaceTiming in, and you don't have to be there to enjoy events that person's actively doing for you.
No.
That's what they said. Human Uber. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. That's what it is.
No.
So you don't have to leave the house, but they leave the house to do shit that you don't feel like doing or experiencing live.
Like what, for example?
Like mutants.
A real human surrogate for a remote user by giving the surrogate a mask-shaped display that shows a remote user's live face and a voice channel transmute a remote user's voice. Rickamuto, who made this, reportedly describes the experience of using Chameleon Mask as surprisingly natural. Basically, it would work like this. Say your friend needs help moving, but you don't want to go lug boxes around all day. Just hire someone to do the moving for you while you beam your face onto Chameleon Mask from the comfort of your bed and offer words of encouragement. Or maybe your son has a baseball game that you can't quite make. Someone in a Chameleon Mask go sit in the stands so you can cheer them on remotely. Chameleon Mask recommends getting a surrogate who has a similar body type.
What?
It's for the introverts and shit of that nature, where someone basically can go there. And the thing is, it's Uber because they're getting paid not to say shit, just to be a body. This is some of that that weird future shit that's coming.
Yeah,
that's gonna be.
This is too futuristic.
But watch in 50 years,
How
it's
much
gonna be
they paying for
normal
that
as shit. I don't know, dog. Some shit that's
I
still
know
in
that shit.
development, dog. But oh my god, when I saw this, I was like, wait, huh? This is happening? So would you do it?
No, like I still need human interaction. Like there's no substitute for that. At least not for me. Now I can see how some people who maybe like weird around people, you know what I'm saying, that may not want to be around people like that, like maybe, but only in very certain situations. What those are, I really don't fucking know. Maybe a meeting or a fucking, I don't fucking know, dog. But this shit just seems kind of OD to me.
Now,
dog.
I'll tell you this. If you take away the fact that, my face off this girl's mask or whatever, her person's mask, and you just, let's say I can't make it to, fucking help you lift something because I'm doing something else, I can go hire somebody to come there and help you lift. They come Uber, like an Uber person that come work. I don't need to be there. I'm not about to call you up and be like, hey, man, I'm about to encourage you. You know, at a baseball game, I need you to cheer my son on.
Honestly, dog, Honestly, that's the only one that sounded like something that you could use. Like if you can't make it somewhere, but you want your son to still feel some support or whatever. I can see.
He could call you on the phone with your iPad. You don't need a whole human face there with you on their face.
I feel like the kid would feel played.
My thing is like, yeah, a motherfucker got where you.
And this bitch walking around with his fucking mask on her face.
Right, like nigga, I see it's a fucking screen. Like nigga, I see the fucking square.
But I'm there. But I'm actually there. Like I'm on the other side of the screen.
Yeah,
it's a dude that has to have your body type.
So when I score and I want to give you a fucking hug, I gotta hug this.
You want to give me a hug anyway? I was in the stands.
Man.
I was in the stands.
Well, what about a high fucking five? Like I can't
from the stands. That never happened in the stands. Dog.
You go to the ballpark, go to the gate.
But
yeah, right. Like you know, you can go to the fucking gate, like you're in the
Astrodome.
fucking bleachers and shit.
Here's what I'll say, son. You ain't gotta wear it on your face to just go there. Just hold it in your hands. You can hold. Someone can hold an iPad up to watch the game instead of wearing my face on their body. You know what I'm saying?
Right, son.
No.
Can my wife or my girl or his mama like just FaceTime me on the iPad and while I'm at work or whatever I'm doing, while I'm remotely like shooting something in Antarctica, whatever the fuck I'm at, be watching it and I'm like, it's less weird.
Now that they watch it, they experience your life for you. You just experience it digitally.
Maybe it's for the introverts. Now, what if a nigga
got some? How introvert are you, nigga?
You gotta be an ultra introvert.
I want to hop on this roller coaster, but I don't really want to be there. Hop on a roller coaster for me.
Right? Like, what is this?
I'll watch it through the screen.
Niggas about to get hella lazy, dog.
Son, we already, as a generation, kids don't go out as much. Kids don't play as much. You hear me? I mean, back in the day, dog, you look outside your door, like, especially during, like, after school, you see kids.
Niggas is outside.
Kids in the hood still playing.
You hear me? Man, where's the hoods now?
In the East?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, generally speaking, I go to other states and shit and notice that, like, not to the degree of when we were younger, like, they be out, you know,
but not like
us.
The
way,
yeah.
You know how kids don't even play jacks no more? Like, jacks is a thing of the past. I don't never see little kids play jacks no more.
I don't know nothing about that, because not you... wait. Because I'm a teacher. I'm trying to think, do I see jacks? I might have seen jacks one. Because the thing is, I have this one memory of some kid playing jacks. And it was like they got some retro gift that like some... Like at some like you know, I be having them book fairs. And so in the book fairs, yeah, because they got jacks,
wax niggas asses.
They got spinning top and they got a yo-yo.
Googie?
You hear me?
What is be busting niggas tops wide open?
One little girl had a Gigapet, but once again in context, that was specialty. That wasn't generally speaking. So yeah, damn. Yeah, shit's we're old enough to see shit become obsolete. That make you feel old, or maybe technology is moving a lot faster, which also is a part of it. So it's both.
Man, niggas rather watch niggas play jacks on his games and YouTubes and iPads than to go actually play jacks.
Man, that's where we at, nigga. You have a jacks tournament of people, because nigga, we always talk about this when we want to play video games with each other. We're in the age of to play a video game with your partner, you got to go home.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy to me.
Like they don't got co-ops no more.
All right, we got co-op online. So, nigga, what?
I got to go home to play with my nigga. Like that's nuts. But anyway, I just want to see. What you didn't say? Would you do it?
Oh, would I do it?
Would you use the chameleon mask? What should I call it?
No, like I say, son, I wouldn't have my face on the mask. You know what I'm saying? I just take me out of it and keep the nigga. And if I can't go help build a nigga a house while you're doing that, I go hire somebody to go build a nigga house.
So you saying you wouldn't do the chameleon mask?
Nah.
Would you work for him?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd be a body.
The thing is, I fuck around and start talking to the nigga under the mask too. Like I meet that nigga a little bit.
Nigga, that take that cuckold shit to a whole nother level, dog.
Right.
That should be
that's so funny.
Yeah, some shit, nigga. Because if you're the type of cat that's into that shit,
nigga, if I can't move, nigga, I gotta move you somehow.
No, but all I'm saying is like, you know what I mean, like cats that get off to wanting to watch a woman have sex with other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they could not even be there at all. They can have another nigga put his face on and not even
that
do
boy gonna be
sex.
jacking off too. That boy gonna be jacking
He
off.
jacking off. And the nigga wear his face. While another nigga also fucked his wife as well.
He got a face on too.
Oh God, that's crazy. Or what if you have a threesome and two people that can be? Oh my God. Anyway, that was it. I'm just gonna leave it on that. That was episode 45. Side A. Oh, and shouts out to my late ass for finally watching Tales from the Hood.
Didn't you like it?
Oh my God, it was amazing.
You know what's the executive producer on that?
Spike Lee.
Spike fucking Lee.
Spike Lee. But the thing is, I'm always say, because you know, once again, like they're shooting it in. Oh no, I'm not done. But we can go out on this on this guy. This other thing was gonna be part of the question of the day, but it wasn't really a question of the day. It was something else. I'm gonna get to him. But speaking of Tales from the Hood, though, like when I was coming up, like I never was into horror movies. So, as kids, I remember kids being like, "That thing is scary." I was so scared of it, because a lot of us were seeing it. We weren't old enough to supposed to be seeing that shit. And then as I got older, I got a little up, and he was like, "Man, it's probably some like ghetto." Not gonna say ghetto, but some like bootleg ass.
Yeah.
I got the hookup.
6.
You know
Hold
what I
on,
mean?
hold on. I got the
No,
hookup.
I got the hookup.
Yeah.
Baller blocking.
Right,
horror.
Baller
right,
blocking
right,
was
like
hilariously
Baller
good too.
Blocking.
It was hilarious, but not for the right reasons. You know what I'm
Bling,
saying?
bling, hot boy.
I'm from New Orleans, so it has a special place in my heart. But I know as a filmmaker, it's a bad movie. Like, come on. So it's like I thought I'll get to it, and I just never got to it. I didn't know that it was woke. That movie, I know everybody else in the black community listen to this as shaking their heads at me. I already know this. But let me just expound and suck the dick of it, to how woke it was, how ahead of its time it was. So I'm watching that bitch, dog. Me and Jay Steele was watching that bitch. And we both, because she ain't never seen it. And we both mouth dropped like, wait, what? Like, this is what this movie is?
Yeah.
This is what this movie's touching on?
Where are you, little nigglets?
Nigga.
I died at that shit, dog.
Son, you know, and with the things that we talk about on the Fly with Bats podcast, you would think Bats, a nigga like me, would have seen this movie. Police brutality, domestic abuse, KKK racism, revenge, and the fucking Clockwork Orange shout out. That fourth story is Clockwork Orange, nigga.
Yep.
What the fuck trying to rehabilitate a fucking nigga? He did a black Clockwork Orange. Nigga. That movie,
crazy, son.
Nigga, and you already know that Jordan Peele was inspired by that to make Get Out, because it's social commentary in a horror film. You know Jordan Peele. You know the DNA of Get Out. Like you don't have Get Out if you don't have Tales from the Hood. Right. Straight up and down.
Straight up.
That's straight up and down, son. And it's just amazing to see it. I wish I would have saw it when I was younger, but a piece of me likes the fact that I've seen it at least post Get Out, because I can appreciate it on another level, seeing like, damn. Socially aware horror is not new. It's a thing. Because to a degree, like the Jason movie, slasher films, they say it's supposedly socially aware to give you some something about like against like some about safe sex or some weird shit, and like vampires supposed to be something about AIDS or something. But this is black shit. These are black horrors. You hear me? I was telling mom said she's scared to see it because she thinking it's one thing. I was like, Mom, like Get Out, it's not the kind of horror that you think.
Yeah.
Right. This ain't no what kind of horror? Like Leprechaun from the Hood. That's all I can think about is a shitty ass horror movie.
Bones.
Yeah.
Bones.
Like when you talk about, like, we don't have a good lineup of black horror movies for me to feel
Blackula.
like Blackula kind of classic though. But I know what you're saying.
Blackula,
you know what I mean? I ain't gonna spit on Blackula, baby.
Man, came out of
I like
came out of
Blackula.
the trunk of a Cadillac.
But I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, dog, like, I thought Get Out was so freaking unique, but when I see Tales from the Hood, I realize, we've been having these ideas.
And also, that's why I want to clarify for all
And wait, pause. We do these type of movies with our shorts and shit on Gumbo Monster, the unique take on what we dealing with blackness and shit. But continue what you're saying, son.
Also with women and shit, check out our movie, Not All Men, # Not All Men.
Oh, you was already shouting out. That's a good segue. He's already shouting out our shit.
But I was saying, I want to clarify that me and D-Mac already seen the movie to our fans, so we already.
Y'all already said that. Y'all already said that. Y'all just clowning me about it. I just said me. Y'all just clowning me about it. They know.
Good.
They know. Y'all.
They understand.
My nigga said, "Don't judge me. I just want to make a public service announcement, not to judge my ass."
Not AlphaJoe. I see you, boy.
And the fact that they're shooting that bitch in New Orleans for part 2, 25 years later, nigga. Yeah. 22. I think they're 22 years. I mean, fucking 2 decades later, it makes you curious to be like, how y'all gonna flip it? Because before, when I told y'all I never saw it, I think both of you and Raheem, all three of my niggas, all three of y'all was like, dog, y'all said I wondered why they make a sequel. When I go online, people say often like, dog, this could have been a legit like franchise. Damn near everyone online that I looked to talk about Tales from the Hood, they speak about being surprised that they didn't make sequels off the fact that there's many ways you could flip it. I mean, Jordan Peele just recently said that he plans on making a freaking series of these social commentary horror flicks. So it's trippy that they didn't get the money to it. It makes me wonder what happened with that. You feel me? But they about to make it here, and I wonder, like, what kind of stories you think they could flip now in 2018? Because there's 2 things that can happen on that. They can hit it out the park, or they can have a dated mindset. And I wouldn't want them to try to come with like You know what I mean? Most of those guys, they probably like, you know, when you're young and you filmmaking, you like you fresh, you da. When you get older, you can either become an elder statesman that grew with the times, but some elder statesmen don't grow with the times. And when you taking something decades later and making a sequel, I just hope, and I'm more than sure they will, because black people most times we flip that shit into gold. I can't wait to see how they
like what they're gonna actually
what
do.
they touch it. But there's so much that you could.
Yeah, like there's a lot going on.
Now that I'm hip,
right now
that I'm hip to what it is for real.
Like they could do it, dog. They could do all types of stuff, man. Like they could touch on the shit in Flint, dog, with the water, make some kind of crazy fucking shit with the water.
This transracial shit,
right, dog?
Ooh,
like they could do, dog. So
There's
much
so
shit,
much.
dog. Like
free.
Uber, like a Uber fucking killer or some like something,
I
dog.
mean,
Like
but we
some
just
kind of
taking
social
black
media.
horrors. Because remember, that's the thing. It's Tales from the Hood, so it's decidedly black shit.
Yeah.
And that was part of the beauty of Get Out was everything. If you're a black person, it's really a horror movie. You like, no, that shit happens, and that's what I'm watching. Tales from the Hood, police brutality. I've been through that shit. Domestic abuse. That's part of our community. Though the monster story, I was like the first story hooked me because I was like, you speaking my lingo, police brutality, fuck that shit. But then the monster story touched me, son. I was like, fuck. And then the little boy looked kind of like how I used to look when I was little. So I just was like, shit, same haircut. Because remember, that was the style. That's 90s style, you hear me? And I was like, wow. And then David Allen Greer playing such a sinister motherfucker.
Crazy, son.
The story, the last story always touches me, but the story that always scared me was the story with the dolls on the.
Everybody said
the fucking
that.
dogs.
Everybody tells me
the
that.
fuck out, but I used to like it though.
It didn't freak me out.
know?
I was
old
like,
lady sitting there because the old lady was just sitting there, dog. And they had to cast the perfect old lady.
oh, it's great. It was a great story. I loved
Yeah.
it. Don't get it twisted. But like most times when I bring up Tales from the Hood, people often bring up the dolls, how they got creeped out. And maybe because it's 20-some years later, so come on, I've stimuli and shit from other shit that bit that and stuff. And it's like trying to watch old comedy sometimes when so many niggas have bit the originators. That's like, damn, nigga, this would have been funnier to me back in the day because it would have been fresher. And I think that, I'm not saying this shit wasn't fresh because no matter what, Tales from the Hood hit me hard.
But we watch the graphics of today's time and those
Yeah,
graphics.
Right.
Because you gotta watch that in those graphics and those times.
And you gotta watch it with that 90s mindset. And
Yeah, you
still,
do. You do.
But even though I watched it with the 90s mindset and I was impressed, and I watched it with a 2018 mindset and still was impressed because even in the freaking first story, police brutality, when the cop was like, he reached for his gun. I was like, nigga, Mike Brown. That's a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Y'all still saying the same shit to fuck us over. Like, that's pointing as the fuck. Like,
It's the same old fucking story, dog. It's
true
the same
art.
old fucking play.
When it's still revolving,
It's timeless.
cyclical, that timeless shit where it's like, damn, I can put this on. I still be like,
It still relates.
I mean, Spike.
Spike executive producer, but he directed.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he just like consulted, and
Well-
like just really kind of helped it along.
Possible, dog. But the thing is, it's a two-man writing and directing team. That's what I'm feeling like. I feel like they did that shit, and then Spike was like, this is my kind of shit. Let me get this shit on.
No, he's like, I
Using
like
my
this shit. Let me
name.
put some money on this shit because this shit gonna pop.
Right, because it's decidedly creative, dog. Because I wouldn't have thought, like, for the monster thing, he heard him with art. He used art, and he draw him, and then, like, that's creative as fuck.
Fuck those enemies first.
You hear
Seven
me?
bones out of the boy body.
The dolls, and he fucked over his enemy, but that was like the dolls. That's creative as fuck. This kid, like, some shit was on the nose, like naming them Duke, whatever the fuck it was. But okay, 90s. But like, you have these souls of slaves living under this old plantation home, and they're haunting this nigga saying, "Get out, or we gonna fuck you up." That's creative, dog. The Clockwork Orange, like the shit. The dude say bring the dude in the first story that killed the cops, and like he put the nigga in a mural. It's like, dog, so much shit was so creative, and it's like this. Where have you been all my life? Like, what the fuck was I doing?
You know what that is, dog? Let me tell you something else as well. The fact that you can tell what you could do with a low budget.
Right.
Because all that is when you look back at it, it's like, man, it's great storytelling and how you flip an image. Because to throw him to the wall, editing wise, it's pretty easy to do, but it's so creative.
I don't know if it's easy to do the way they did that.
Because all you gotta do is, like, once you throw him, you visually just gotta show the paint on the wall. You just had to have the paint now.
Nah. They had a transition between him becoming the painting and before that, it was like this weird ass. It was this nasty. I'm fresh as fuck. It was this nasty ass shit. I was looking at it like, damn, like, how do you do that? Even though it like, graphics has gotten better, it's an editing technique to get the middle part. Like, they showed him become piece of the wall, and they made him like melt. They made him liquidy.
But see, I think that's the genius part of it. because like how like I think you can see like it's low budget, but they make it connect like using other tactics, other creative minds.
Yeah, even how they fucked over your boy David Allen Greer Monster.
Cause
remember how he died? Like it was like damn.
Yeah.
And they did the proper cutaways, but the domestic violence scene. I can just suck the dick of this movie all day. Just so much of it, and most of you already seen it, so I'm just preaching to the damn choir. I ain't mean him going it that long, but I'm happy that they're shooting that bitch in New Orleans. It's gonna be a straight to Netflix film. So if Bright showed you,
better do it right, nigga.
If Bright showed you anything, dog, like more people are watching Netflix than going to the movies these days. So it's gonna get some eyes and it's for the culture. And you can say that Get Out bid so successful has these big, once one thing do it, now these big movies trying to find the next Get Out. They're trying to find the next thing. So hey man, more black material, creative black material in the fucking atmosphere makes me happy.
Right.
Straight up and
Absolutely.
down.
Right, man.
Straight up and down, son. So yeah, I just want to go out on this episode with you know what I know. I'ma save this for the ETOUFEE today. I'm gonna save this for the ETOUFEE today. I'm gonna wait on this stuff. So we already went in enough. We gonna save that. And so this was episode 45. Side A, Fly with Bats podcast. Appreciate y'all listening. If y'all want to get in contact with us, man, flywithbats@gmail.com. We're going to have we'll answer anything that you comment, anything that you send. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play. Leave us like, rate, share. Leave us a comment. Comments and 5-star reviews get us more likes, get us more notoriety, and get us more attention because there's an aggregate on all of these things. And if you're not in the upper echelon of high reviews, it's like you don't even fucking exist. So if you out here listening, if you the people that's downloading us regularly, we got people all around the country. I finally went and checked. We got somebody in Portland. We got people we have the most people in Louisiana, Georgia, and we got in Texas. But we got some East Coast, we got some West Coast, we got some Midwest, we got some folk. Cool. So if you out there and you listening or whatever, like, take a little time out on a new podcast app. You can do it directly through the app now. You ain't even got to go on your web browser. So, give us that 5-star, give us that comment. We're going to read that there. Once again, shouts out to all our brother and sister podcasts. I ain't about to shout them out. I ain't about to name them.
You heard them at the top of the show.
You heard them at the top. They are amazing podcasts in many different ways. Check them out and do the same. Like, share, subscribe to them as well. This is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it, Mr. Out, you ain't gonna find me. And for episode 45, Side A, I'm outie.
And it's your boy D Mac, and you can catch me everywhere on the internet as FrenchBread_Kid. And peace out for Side A, and I'll see you on Side B.
Well, nah, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo. And you can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines and Instagram at Alexander the Ape 3. And for Side A, we out this bitch.
Yup.
Just like that.
Shit.
I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know, most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just act Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If they don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to balk at a dog, but I don't balk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning. Ay. One goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. T.I. CZ. Oh.